All right. On this episode of A60, put something in your
Put
cup
something in
Sunday.
your cup.
Put something in your cup Sundays.
Put something in your cup.
Put something in your cup Sundays.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
A60 at it, as usual, with the
What?
co-host DJ Tree in the building.
This episode should have been happened.
Nah, this is not an episode that's supposed to been happening.
There's no episode. There's no
Nah,
episode. No episode. Okay. He said there's no episode, so it's no episode.
it's what do you call it? Freestyle. I'm guessing. You know what I mean?
Freestyle. It's
Yeah,
always freestyle good. Freestyle good.
freestyle's
Freestyle.
always good. Freestyle pop up.
Pop up shop.
Put something in your cup. Pop up.
Put something in your cup. Pop up. Sundays.
You know what it is.
A60 reunion going down again. August 8th and 9th. St.
Yeah,
John's Park.
yeah. I'm gonna say it's knife.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna say what you turning. It's just gonna be a big
It's
celebration.
fine. It's fine. I'm not scared of my age. Look. I look in the
Mhm.
mirror and I see it.
Okay.
When I see something that I'm not used to seeing, gray hair.
Come on, man. That's maturity and wisdom. You don't see this here. You don't see this here, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And this been here for a minute.
see, I'm kind of happy where it is. In the
Mhm.
corners. Sprinkles. But I started seeing some up here. Hold up, man. I'm not gonna black dye my shit though. It don't matter. So
Nah, well, shit. I'll do it.
I'm not doing that. Fuck all that black dye shit. It is what it is, as they say. It is what it is.
I'll do it. Like Will Smith, Coco, what? Coco something. What do you call it?
That's what he be using.
I don't know. I'm saying in the movie, he was like, "Yo, you dye your shit, Coco, whatever."
It used to be Beijing, right? It used to be Beijing.
Shit, I don't know. I don't use any of that stuff, so I don't know.
I don't use it either, so don't feel bad. I'm not gonna use it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
But what it is, big bro?
You know
How
what,
are
man?
you, man? How are you?
This is not that type of show. What are we doing over here? What are
No,
we
I'm
doing
just
over
saying, how are you? How things going? You haven't been on the thing for a minute. You
here?
working hard. Everything good. Like that.
I had to take a step back
Yeah,
from
we all have to.
from I was putting so much time into
Mm.
the A60 stuff and
Right,
not getting a reciprocation. Like me and you talk about before, like you see you put so much content out there and then you don't feel like the appreciation is deserved by the
right,
people they're putting out there. So I had to
right,
take a step back
right,
and I had to say, you know what? Let me just give it to the people that really want it. You know what I
right,
mean? So if you look at the content that I bring out now, it's an interview somebody might want to hear from this person or a person that they haven't heard from. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Uh, and then really it's scheduling.
right.
Like everybody's schedule is different. Like, it's
Hmm.
no more me coming on at 7 p.m. this time and it's 8 p.m. New York time. Like it's
Right.
different now. So, but that's the real reason why I haven't been on. I've just been taking a step back, you know, plus the kids getting older, sports, spending
Yeah,
more time with them, doing them.
yeah.
Um,
We getting all our backs are hurting. All kinds of stuff.
I ain't saying that shit. Yeah, you talking about blacks and crazy. Listen, if I don't come on a Wednesday night, it's because I play softball on Wednesdays, sometimes on a Tuesdays and Fridays.
Right.
But I just try to give good content now when I come on. Like I want to make
Okay.
sure I bring the right person on. Like I got
Right.
some old interviews that I need to do because of the new format that I did on the
Hmm.
old format, and it's hard to
Hmm.
catch up to some of the people. And a lot of those people are older,
Yeah.
so it's hard for them to use the computer. You know what I'm saying? So I got to set them up,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and I
Absolutely. Especially
understand,
if they don't have nobody to do it for them. You
and
got to
that's what
set
I'm
them up.
saying. So
Yeah.
I've been very patient with them. So, and then a lot of times I'd rather just come on myself.
Right.
Like, I just come on myself. If you know, I was on like I think a couple of days, a week ago, I was on by myself just talking.
Mm.
I have so much information, Tree. I have so much information. Like I have history.
Everybody has history, but that's why it's always a story to tell. That's it. You know what I mean?
Always. It's
There's
me and
always a
Lee.
story to tell.
Me and Lee talk about it all the time. Me and Lee, we was just talking about our kids,
Mm.
and his son's playing basketball. My son played basketball, and they're doing
Right.
their thing. And we both were saying our kids couldn't have played when we were playing
Mm.
because it was different. We didn't have everything. They have
Now,
everything given to them right now.
which is a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? Same thing.
True. That's true. That's true. It can be a blessing. It can be a curse because it can
Mhm.
hurt them later on, or it can help them moving further. I agree 1,000%. Now, if I was in New York, I think my son would be further along
Mhm.
than where he is right now. He's good. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, but I think being that I know so many people, you know what I mean, like that knowledge is he'd be a lot more further than where he is right now,
Right.
and more appreciative of the game and the people that's around him, if you know what I mean. Like
Of
we
course. Of
appreciate
course.
each other. Those
Absolutely.
long walks, those long talks, those rides, those buses, those trains. We appreciated each other.
Hmm.
So
And it was
and
more of a
no
it was
and
more of
no
a
cell phone.
conversation back then. There's no
Yes,
everybody's not on their phone. We talk,
yes.
real stuff.
No cell phone.
None.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the park.
What time?
we knew 3 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock. We're gonna ride through Lefferts to see who's in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in that park
Mm-hmm.
on a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the park.
Yeah.
So
And
that was
even when we were finished, we already sorted out tomorrow what time, you know what I'm saying, or the
we already
weekend or
knew.
something like that. Because who had phones had phones, who didn't have phones had phones, and yeah, we were just out there.
We knew what party we were going to that Friday night, that Saturday night. Just word them
Which
out.
which we probably walked to.
All of them. All of them.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I think we walked to every party, every black party.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't remember. I don't remember going to too much stuff though. I don't remember. I went to the Rogers one time. The Rogers spot. What was the name of that club? That Rogers spot.
Rogers, you talking about damn the Rogers in the corner of Leffers?
Mm.
Dog, that damn, what the hell was the name of that shit? That was right in the corner of the block too.
That's what what's the name used to live.
Yeah, I never went. I went there probably once.
That's what I said. I only went once. I know I went
Yeah, because
once.
that was more of a grown adult spot. You know, where people
I only
just
went once.
yeah,
Only went
yeah,
once.
yeah. It was
Only
the hell
went
was
once.
it golden something? Was it golden something? I can't
Uh-uh.
remember, man.
I only
Right in
went
that
once.
corner. Now you can't tell me that I've been shit. Man, I've been places.
Oh my god! I only been to Golden Pavilion. I want to say twice,
I've been there plenty times.
and I think that's when I want to say that's when Earth Ruler was playing in there because we knew,
Hmm.
C, so we was getting in.
Right.
We went in, and I went. I think that was the only time I went in there just to see what it was like to see a sound clash. You know what I'm saying? And the shit
Right.
was out of control.
Yeah, I went there. For those who don't know, we talking about Crown Heights Central. Man, if you were in that Leffers Park area, Central area, you walk to like everything, man, everything. So
Yeah, if
on that
you
specific let's see, what's that, Empire?
yeah, Empire Rogers.
Yeah, so you got Empire Rogers, you got Golden Pavilion. and you go down
Mm.
the block towards Flatbush, you got Club Illusions.
Club Illusion, which was the Caribbean something after a
Right.
while.
After a while, it came to be
After a
Caribbean
while,
City,
right,
Caribbean
right, right.
City, and then
Yes,
after that,
City. Yeah,
you after that you had Love People
right around the corner. Yes, yes,
right there, right,
yeah.
right down the right behind Love People was it 360 Junior High School?
316. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Jackie Rob,
No,
right,
320.
320, right, 320,
320. 320.
320, Jackie Rob right behind it, and
Shout out,
then you go
shout out
down,
to Cito.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Then shout out to Ice T too over there, Franklin.
Ice T. That's right,
Yes,
Ice
sir.
T. Evansville family. The Evansville
Yes,
family.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was Field family.
Yeah.
So then you go down even further to Flatbush. You take that left. You got Hawks Mass Camp.
See, I ain't
You
never
know what I mean?
been there.
Yeah. Listen, bro. And then if you go the other direction, right? Then you go the other direction, going past
Concert
the
Park?
priest, going past the precinct on Empire still going past the precinct. You got
Oh, 71st
Aristocrat
you
Manor,
talking?
huh?
You talking about past 71st?
Past 71st, Aristocrat Manor will be upstairs.
Yes, 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 yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yes.
Telling
Mm.
you. Name it, man. I've been playing them. I can name them all, possibly.
But you know what was so cool about growing up in that era? We all knew each other.
Mm,
Brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles. We all knew each other.
yeah,
It was never an issue with anything that was going on in around that time. You know what I mean? Like
right. I mean,
it
if
was
there
all
was issues, you talk it out or work it out or whatever it
we
is,
got
and
addressed. We got
that's
addressed
it.
like men.
Yeah.
You couldn't come to the park and have beef
And if
with
the
that.
beef couldn't be solved, you just gotta just make sure y'all not where y'all at, where everybody is at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
separate yourself.
Yeah, you just
It was a mutual respect.
and then if it was a square up thing, square up.
Mm,
Nobody was gonna get jumped. Square up.
yeah.
You know, I've
Hmm.
seen plenty of fights. Jesus Christ.
Let's not talk about those fights on the courts.
No. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. But after it was done, or while it was being done, or when it was finished, you still played.
Still played.
You ain't go home and get whatever you gotta get. Well, some people did. I'm
Some
not
people.
gonna call no names, but
We
anyway.
ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna call them names, right?
But yeah, once you
Yeah.
finish doing the little scrap, little 1-2, you still check up the ball. Whose ball is this? And continue playing the game.
Right. Who next?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. You got on that first. Listen, you had to be official to be on that first court.
On Leffers for sure.
It'd be official.
And Leffers, I think Leffers was the first court, and Wingate was the last court in the back, right?
Wingate. Well, Wingate used to be the first. It used to be that very first court where that hill was.
Mm,
That's where High Energy used to be played at until it got moved to that backcourt. Everything got moved to the backcourt when Duncan started the backcourt. Yeah.
with the bleachers.
Hmm.
Mm, okay.
But we did that. I remember. I know when we first walked into the park when Wingate was first, we would play on that first court. Man, I remember that first court because it had a little hill right there because of the
Right.
little thing. But then everything moved to the back once Duncan started. Yeah. And
Okay.
to get confirmation, Dunkers actually started in Lefferts Park. I got confirmation on that. It started in Lefferts Park. Didn't
Yeah.
know that until I had to get the info from Howie that it
Yeah.
actually started back there.
Yeah. My
Wow.
man G Howie and them, Garnett and them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's crazy. They gave out that information.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is, man. What are you gonna hold the information back for?
Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting to actually find that out. You know what I'm saying? Like to
Mhm.
know that we actually had it first.
Yeah. 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 We did.
You know what I'm saying? I think it should be moved back.
Yeah, but that area is nah.
But it's no bleachers. It's really not conducive to what Dunker's Delight is. So it needs to be where it is. You know.
Right. Yeah. It needs to
Shout
stay
out
where it is.
to everybody that make that possible. Cass, and his peoples, they do a great job at securing that spot.
Yeah.
They do a great job. Every time I come up there, it's always love. They're
Yeah,
cleaning up the park. The drinks is always flowing. Salute to what they doing out there, man. They doing
for real.
boxing. They doing the workout.
Yeah, and they working with the community and the
They're working with the
police too.
community.
I mean, so
Salute
you
to them
got to
for
do that.
keeping everybody safe over there in that area, man. Salute to the Kings over there.
Absolutely, absolutely, brother.
We need to do a Lefferts reunion. I keep saying we need to do
What,
one.
a virtual or a live?
Well, we can do. Well, virtual is easy. I can get it. We can get everybody on this. I'm talking about actually being in the park, though.
Right.
I want to sit. I want to do this interview in the park. Like that's my goal. I'm gonna make it happen too. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Even if I have to get B to open up the cafe, the auditorium for us to sit down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You might have to do that, but then
Yeah,
it's probably gonna have to be a what you call it. You might have to just pre-record it or record everybody and then put it in as one. You know what
or
I'm
see
saying?
who can make it, or see who can make it,
Right.
and do it that way.
Yeah. You're gonna have to just record it and not do it as a live or
Yeah.
put it live when it's recorded.
So I definitely want. That's a goal. That's a goal of mine to do a Lefferts reunion. I like the way they did it. I was able to attend my very first one. Um, I think it was 2 years ago. We did a treat when we was up there. When we was up there, right?
Yeah.
I think it was great to see that. How they do it. They didn't do it last year, and I don't know if they're doing it again this year. I'm pretty sure they're not. But
I haven't heard anything, so I
they
don't know.
got it. Yeah, it's a lot that goes on with it, and I think it. I think it needs to be. It needs to keep going because there was a lot of people out there, man. A lot of people show some love. The basketball thing was dope.
Mm. But it's a lot of
So
work, man. So if you don't have that community come together to work with you on doing it, it's a lot of work for one person or two people to do it.
yeah, and I
A
think
lot.
we can just do it. I mean, I don't know what all goes into it as far as permits and things of that nature. And if that's what it is, it's more for me how I do the A60 event where um, this year is going to be a little different because I got a lot more help than normal. A lot of my family is actually doing a lot more of the cooking and driving. My
Right.
guys from Texas with the hospitality, and that's normally it. Of course, I supply the drinks for my guys that come down. We have the coolers, you know what I mean, so they can drink and have a good time. The food they
Mm.
supply, but the music, that's easy. And it's a park, so we just get the permit and we just hang out. So
Right.
it's easier this year. I didn't want to do it too much, and if it's something like that, to it, all we need to do is rent out the park for the day, get the permits, and everybody still cook like they've been cooking for everybody, and everybody just chip in and bring a dish or something like that. If that's an option, I'm on board for that.
Okay.
Whatever. I just would like to know how to do it. Maybe I need to reach out to some of the people, see how they did it, and see how they
Yeah.
would want to do
Yeah. Yeah. The Lefferts Park Association people, I guess.
it. Yeah, because I definitely want to do our game, our Lefferts, reunion. Get out there, run up and down, and have a little fun for
Wait, hold on,
the
hold on. You said run up and down,
yeah, play a game.
bro.
What happened?
Nothing happened. No, no. I'll be
Don't
on the
worry. It,
sidelines.
it, it, it'll be two halves of 5 minutes.
I'll be on the sideline. I'll be on the
I'll get up.
sideline watching.
I'll get out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to pull no
Mhm.
muscles or nothing like that. But I gotta play. I gotta play.
Yeah, okay.
Only way I wouldn't play if I
It'll be,
can't walk.
I hope it's a half court 10-man game.
Oh man, I don't know how to play. No, brother.
Every shot or every 2 minutes, somebody subbing in.
That's fine. Sub on in. Like I have too much pride. Even in softball, I'll be like, nah, I'm good, yo. Don't sub me out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
Well, for those who do it all the time and consistent, their body and their mind is on that. They're good. But me, I haven't touched a rock in like how long, bro? I haven't touched a rock.
Now Somebody called you. See, I told you.
See,
So,
I put my joint on. Yo, you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Somebody called you. See, told you. You hear me? Yo, yo, yo.
Still frozen too. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I told you. Soon somebody call you, bro.
Yeah, I see that. But I got my joint on what do you call it though? On airplane mode.
You're probably just gonna have to take it off airplane mode
Nah, I'm leaving it right there.
because you're still frozen.
Yeah, I'm still frozen. You could talk though until it unfreeze, whatever.
Nah, we're good. Shit, you'll be unfrozen eventually. All these crazy people. Yo, do you think that because we played handball
Right.
and I see this handball shit. They have like handball leagues.
Mm.
We could have played in one of them things back in the days. Yo, didn't we go to West Fourth to play?
Yeah.
Me, you, Ish, and somebody else. We went up there to play. Then we played
Yeah.
with the helium ball.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, man, listen, that was my sport, man. If they call it a sport, that was my thing.
It was a sport. That's the Puerto Rican sport.
Hmm. Like you said, that it's not a Puerto Rican sport, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said they're gonna give me. I'm gonna give Al 30 points in a pickup game.
Who said that?
So what's that? Mark Travis TMP. Who that? Who that? Who that? Tree?
I don't
I
know.
know it's somebody. Oh, I know who this dude is. I think I know who this dude is. Playing around too much. I know who he is. This dude from Texas. Get out of here, man. You ain't giving up nobody no 30 points, man. You a scrub, yo.
I'm still frozen.
You couldn't get 30 points in NBA 2K. Out of here, man.
Try to take me out of the scene and put me back in, see if it unfreeze me.
Mhm. No, it look like it's on your side, Tree.
Yeah, it looked
It
like
look
it's on
like
my side.
it look like you probably gotta go all the way out and then re-enter.
All right, let me do that.
All right, all good. So yes, people, today is put your cups in the air. Sundays conversation with my brother DJ Tree, guest host. Tree, the one who actually helped me set up all this. Tree, shout out to my boy Lemon. For both of them taking interest in helping me set up my restream, my live, my A60. Without them, it wouldn't be started. Bet a double shot at Johnny. Bet. I take all bets. Make it a triple. Make it a triple. Because there ain't no way you getting 30. You barely gonna get 5, baby, and I'm being generous. The Knicks. I would say something, but your Lakers is trash. But yeah, see, I told you I had to go all the way back out.
All the back out, yeah.
Yeah. My man said, "What happened to the Knicks?" And
Oh,
I don't you start, Trey. Don't you start. Don't you start. Don't you start. I told him, we lost. We took the LL Cool J. You know, we'll be back.
and yeah. Anyway, back to the handball, right? What happened was,
Yeah, yeah. What happened was,
yeah. I mean, yo, handball was my thing back in the day, bro. I used to love that
oh,
joint.
oh, I know.
Every day, brother. Every day I was on that court. Every
Every
day.
day, every day we was in Lefferts. Every night,
Every day.
you know, Saturday, Sunday. Oh my God, we was in there.
Yeah. After school, right there. Before you head
Yeah,
home, right in the courts. Yeah.
and be there for hours till the sun till it got dark because there was no
Yep.
lights.
Nah. No lights with the helium ball, with the regular ball, with the hard ball.
It
You
didn't
name it.
matter.
With
Didn't
padding, no
matter.
padding, which I never played with padding.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No gloves. I don't think I
No
ever wore a pair of
gloves.
gloves.
Yep. 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 Went to what's that park? West Fourth. Then
We went to West Fourth. I think we
Lincoln. Was it
went
Lincoln
to
Park?
Lincoln Terrace.
Lincoln Terrace. Yep. Lincoln Terrace.
Lincoln Terrace.
Hmm.
I know we went to
Of course,
Wingate and
Wingate.
played.
Of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Could have went far with that joint.
we
My
and
man
we
E.
had a good.
Smith. My man E. Smith, Eric Smith. He went crazy with it. He went four wall, like handball champion.
Yeah, he was tough.
And he I believe he's in like some catalogs and stuff for handball.
Really, he went
Yeah,
that far with it.
I tell you, he went far with it, man.
He used to come in
And
his
and
bike and
and me and
everything.
him was 1 and 2, 1 and 2 in the park, like 1 and 2. Like he was one, I was two, I was one, he was two. The battles was crazy, man.
I remember you and E battling in the
Yeah,
corner.
battles was crazy, man.
Nobody could get on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let nobody get on when y'all was playing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It was a
Ish was
sight to
pretty good
see.
too.
Huh?
Ish.
Yeah, Ish was good too.
I think we
Uh,
got
sh-
Grandpa involved.
yeah. I shout out my man Mark for putting me on and teaching me the ropes for that handball.
Mark. What's the name
Nah, you
played
won't
with
know
us
him.
too? No,
Who?
no, I didn't say I'm saying Bert played with us.
Yeah, Bert played. There's a bunch of
Mm.
us I was playing until
Dex.
that dude Tony Clark took me off of the damn handball court and said, "Yo, Tree, we need one. Come and play."
Yo,
I
it
was
was
like,
PAO.
I was like, nah, man, I don't play ball, bro. I love watching the sport. I don't play. Yo, just come on, man. I need one. We need one. Okay, I got on the court. They embarrassed the shit out of me. You know how y'all do. Somebody new on the court, this new flesh. You want to get at
Where
them? Like, no
where was
problem.
that game at? Where was that game at? Do you remember?
Right in the first quarter. The first quarter, half game, half court. You know when where they had the hole in the fence.
Oh,
First quarter.
right there. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, you come down the little hill, and you first quarter you get in that little hole.
I thought your first game was like a league or a tournament or something.
Nah, nah, nah. That was just a pickup game. They embarrassed the shit out of me. Then I said, I'm gonna mark all of y'all. Catch y'all next year. Give me a year. Consistently playing and playing and playing. Me and Ish should be out there playing and playing in the snow, in the rain, after school, lights out, yo, every day, man. The hunger for it. And then that was it. Started playing more and more and more.
That's where you
I
got
didn't
that.
see handball no more. I turned to basketball life.
That's where you got
And that
that
was
jump
it,
shot.
brother. Hmm.
Tell Uncle I said what up. What y'all doing at the crib, man?
Cool.
What y'all? I'm talking to my boys. They live
Oh,
right across from me. What y'all doing for the game? Y'all at the crib? I walk over there. They probably at the crib. Y'all got something to
yeah.
drink over there? Yeah, handball was fun. I mean, it made me see
It was
something
fun,
different.
man. It
It
was
made me
fun,
see
man.
something different outside of baseball and basketball,
Yeah.
and the fact
And
that
they all interject with each other. You know, the handball coordination. You got to get the hand, eye, everything.
mhm,
Yeah. So it was
it,
nice. It was nice.
it's funny. Appreciate the support because I was doing all that and playing baseball and basketball. Like I don't know how the fuck I figured out how to do handball,
You was a regular
and I
Bo
think I did
Jackson.
it. And I think I did it because you guys didn't make it hard. Like you made it fun to play. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, who didn't get their behind whipped? Who didn't? If you first started out, you're gonna get your butt whipped. Just. All
That's
right.
just what it is. Of course.
Yeah, you're gonna get Smokey Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Until you get your reps in, because you got to get reps in order to be good. And we knew some during the week, especially the summertime, it was nice because you know you had the daylight. But those Saturdays, oh
Mhm.
my god.
Yeah, those Saturdays, man, on the court, please, man.
Hmm. Hmm.
You name it. Whoever want to be there, be there.
Hmm.
I can always hear this every time I step in that park. The first thing I hear is my next. And who's that's Shugs all the way, man. The minute Shugs walk into the park, my next. Nobody got nothing to say. And that was it. Your next.
You can swear you got your five too.
Can I be down with you? Even if,
Am I on
man.
your team too? Because you got the next. Am I rocking with
Yo,
you?
even if you had the next when Shugs walked in the park, my next. That's it. All right, you need four? Can I be down?
And you know Suggs didn't just want to play with anybody.
Nah, nah. Shugs like that
He,
winning
he,
squad, man.
nah, he wasn't just gonna. Nah, I'm not running up and down the court for you, and because you know Suggs gonna take 999 threes. You already know that.
Shouts to Shugs, man. Still doing it. Still in
Yeah,
shape. Man, yo,
shout out
bro.
to Suggs.
I want to be this man when I grow up.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Suggs.
The shape this man is in, man, is crazy.
But like we said earlier, he's not doing it by himself. He got a team
Yeah.
with him, and
Hmm.
they're doing the great things in the park. You know what I'm saying? Like the community, that park, because that's where they're at. That's what
Yeah.
I love about that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing great
Absolutely.
things in the park, and again, it's always love. Every time you walk in, it's always love. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? You know they always sit in front row. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Every time I see him, ah, what's good, baby? Yo, you need a drink? Shucks, whatever you drinking, I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? There's no question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shout out to Andy and CJ. Always
Yep.
showing love. Always showing
Yep.
love. I seen them in the clubs a couple of times. When I
Absolutely,
come
brother.
home, they always show love. Yo,
Mm.
Al, we got you. Whatever you need. Yo,
Mm.
oh, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but respect for the young fellas. You know, I love their movement too. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them, man. Salute to them.
Yeah. Nothing but, man. Nothing but.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing but that. Love and respect, man. For real.
Shout out to Dez in Atlanta doing his thing. Game Elite. He
The
got one of the
general.
top basketball programs in Atlanta. He got something on YouTube.
The
Yo,
General.
go check that out, man. Nothing but love. I'm actually gonna get him on an interview. He was waiting for his thing to get done with YouTube. He told me he was gonna give me an interview. Uh,
Okay.
so I told him, I said, whenever you get done, you let me know. I got some shit cooking, bro. Like I'm telling you, I done reached out to a lot of people.
You
Uh,
just gotta pencil them in and get that time slot and
it's really their
make it right.
schedule. It's
Yeah.
really their schedule. And
Right.
he said, Des told me, yo, Al, when I get done with this, I got you. Ed Coda, he don't do no interviews.
Right.
Charles Jones, don't do no
Oh, you.
interviews. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
gonna say, yo, what's up with Chuck, yo?
Yeah, see,
My
but
guy.
these are the dudes I can just pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, and they're like, yo, Al, when I get time, I got you. Hey, I'm not in no rush, bro. Um, Shout out to Nolan Johnson. He was over there coaching at Oklahoma State. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Know them.
One of my boys. Who else I got cooking in a fire that told me to just put everything on pause. It's a couple of people. But those guys, the Eds, the CJs, my boy Nolan,
Mm-hmm.
General, my boys in basketball, they told me, yo, Al, we got you. And I'm not in a rush. I'm not gonna, beat them down. You know what I'm saying? It'll
You
be
gotta
there.
reach out to Bi.
Oh, I would have. It's just getting him on the schedule too. He's a bit.
See?
He's doing his thing too. He
Yeah.
told me I got you. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said I got you.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, hey, half. I'm ready right now, and he go, all right, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shit, that's how it's gonna happen. We just gotta fit it into
And
the
that's the
schedule.
respect, fam. That's the respect, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the respect. From your background
Shout out to my
from your
boy Uncle.
from
Just
your
checked in. He just checked in. He does all the A60 merchandise when I come up to New York. Shirts, jerseys.
mm,
Um, he's creating something special for me for my 50th.
oh, you put it
Um,
out there. You are turning 50.
yes, I'll be turning 50. Shout out to
Yeah.
my JC1 Printing. If you need all your stuff done, JC1 Printing got it done. It gets it done. Uncle, appreciate you, brother. And that's another one. Got to get him on here. Telling his
Mm,
story. He is my man. I'll
mm,
let him tell the story. I know what his story is, but the fact that me and him working on that too to get him on here live, um,
mm.
so he can tell his story. Also, just so you know, I did talk to my peoples about getting a truck out there for Saturday, August 9th, for 2 hours for people to get their blood tested. So I went and reached out to some peoples. So now we just got to see if it's actually going to happen. So I just want you to know I did reach out. So that is a possibility that can happen. We were talking about getting a truck out there for St. John's from 12 to 2, 12 to 3, so people can get their blood tested. Just check to see if they got
Yeah,
cancer or
that's
anything
good,
going
man.
on with them. So that's something that we're working on.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I also talked to about doing a basketball camp early in the week, coming up there early to do a basketball camp.
Okay.
So something they already got prepared. Me come in, I just mess around with the kids, do some stuff with them.
Do some drills.
Yeah, something simple, but letting them
Yeah.
know and bring a couple of the brothers in.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
sure. Yeah.
there's always stuff in the fire. I'm always talking. Things is always in the fire.
Always. There's too much for it not to be. You know what I mean? You know too much people and there's too much community people for it not
Yeah,
to be. Even if you don't know them and somebody know them, they can reach out to you and be like, yo, this should be a great interview with this person. Let's hear his story or her story. You know what I mean?
right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It ain't always gotta be people you know. Somebody yo, listen, a story is always has to be told.
There's always a story to be told.
That's right. In your cup Sundays. What's in your cup? What's in your cup, by the way, my brother?
Crown today.
Crown Royale.
That's what I got. Crown Royale regular.
Well, in my cup is a little Glenfiddich,
Oh my God.
14 year.
Green label? Is it green label?
Nah,
What's that one?
it's kind of a bluish label.
Oh, I already know what that is. It's good stuff.
Mm.
That's good stuff.
Shout out to my boy D for passing through and blessing me with it. And it's like it's on its last little sip, so I'm taking it slow.
You better take it.
Yeah. So now on the agenda, your bum ass Knicks.
See, this is where it gets sticky.
Ah, boy, boy, boy. Listen, man. Great year. Great 2 years. You don't think so? Out of 25 years, their best year yet. And what your
Listen, listen,
organization going to do?
listen. We ain't gonna stop this
What
war.
your organization going to do, bro?
Listen, Linda. Listen. Listen, Linda. Leave my organization alone first. So let's not talk about my organization about it. We're gonna be all right. Tibbs didn't do a bad job. Tibbs make poor substitutions. And I think, and you hear me on this, and you tell me if this is accurate. Sometimes it's based on the staff that you got. Some of them motherfuckers don't know what they're doing either. They're not giving him good advice. You know what I'm
True, true,
saying?
true.
So, and either if they are giving him advice and he don't take it, then that's on him.
Right,
Because if the information is being brought to him and he's going, no, we're not doing that. We're doing it my way. Then
right,
you don't believe your staff. Then why hire them? That's just
right.
what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yep.
And that's like me coaching a game, and I brought you in to be my assistant, and your Al, such and such is blah, 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 such and such, and I don't even tell you, and I don't listen to what you're saying. What I bring you for?
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So I don't think Tim should have got fired. In my
Me
honest
neither.
opinion,
Me neither. I don't think so either.
I don't think he should have got fired.
All right.
I think he became the scapegoat, just like most coaches do.
Just like most coaches are.
Just
Yep.
like most coaches do.
Not they don't blame the players. They blame the
Never
coach.
blame the
Coach
players
has to go.
because we can go down the list. Blame that bum ass Mikael Bridges. You ain't do nothing. Hart, you didn't show up a couple of games. Towns, you need to learn how to post and stop being a Cinderella dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Tell us
if
how
you,
you feel, brother. I brought it out of you. That's
yeah, we'll see your cup.
what's in your cup. Let them know.
and I think Mitch Robinson should have played more. Um, but they should have had a better rotation. I think that if they would have had a better rotation, they would have been in a lot more games and they wouldn't have burnt Brunson out. Because I think Brunson got burnt out. I'm just gonna say it. I
I
think he did.
believe I believe some of them did get burned out
I
because they
think he got
went
burnt
to
out.
how many games they went through?
Yeah,
They went through
they
a
got
lot of
burnt out.
games in the playoffs.
Mhm.
A lot of games.
Down by 20 three
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
coming back. We all athletes. I don't care what nobody say. We all athletes. We know that shit is
Yeah. That up and down and getting hit and wanting
God,
to
man.
foul. Yeah, it's a lot.
And he a guard. He ain't
Yeah.
even a big man,
Yeah.
but he a big guard. That's like me. I'm getting hit
Mhm.
constantly because I go to the hole. You know what I'm saying? My body's
But the decision to fire your coach, I'm not with that.
that
Because
was
then,
poor. That was poor.
especially when you just you re-signed them an extension for another 3 years,
Well, they're gonna have to pay that bread.
they have to pay that bread.
Have to pay that bread. And
Regardless, that bet is being paid. Now, who's going to fill them shoes for the team to go back into sync to get used to a new offense, a new defense, a new this and that? I don't think they're gonna be all right next year, man. As much as they was this year.
you see they're requesting Jason Kidd.
And everybody saying Mark Jackson, maybe.
If I'm Patrick Ewing, because Patrick Ewing is going into that office now,
Mhm.
I'm putting my together with, hear me out, Mark Jackson as the head, Charles Oakley as a bench coach.
Oak.
He was a bench coach in a couple of teams. Raptors. He was a bench coach with the Bobcats. You heard what Steven Jackson said. Dudes be getting out of line with Oak. Oak be trying. I'm gonna choke the shit out of you.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But they're working on burning that bridge. So that's another thing they need to fix. But I think Mark Jackson should come in. He's Brooklyn owned.
But why you think so?
I think he'd be good for Brunson. And the reason why I say that,
But Brunson is already good.
listen to what I'm saying.
Mhm.
He's gonna teach him how to be a better guard, more than just a scorer. Defensive size, surveying your roster. Because right now they're talking about Kevin Durant coming to the Knicks
That ain't happening.
and Giannis. Now,
Forgot it. Forgot it. That ain't happening.
if
My man, my
if,
that's
if
that
KD comes, that's good for us.
ain't
He
happening,
wanted
brother.
to come the last time.
Not happening, man. Ain't happening.
He wanted to come the last time.
Then you said Giannis. That ain't happening, man.
I don't know about the whole Giannis thing, but
I'm not seeing it, brother. You still ain't telling me how. Right. So okay. So Mark is going to work on Brunson. What about the rest of the team? Brunson is already there, bro. I'm telling you, he was Mr. Clutch for a while in the playoffs and everything, and from for the Knicks, and he's been scoring. He leading them with like what? What's his average? 30.
yeah,
Right. So how much more better you want this dude to get? There is the rest of the team. What's Mark going to do for the rest of the team?
I mean, I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think he's gonna be all right.
Okay. I think they're gonna need that whole system over again, and they're gonna take time for them to adjust to get where they need to. And I don't think that's gonna happen next year. They was good with Thibodeau. They was just close, and they could get over that hump still with Thibodeau. You don't think?
I think we're gonna be all right, man.
You have to say that.
I can say that. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
You
It's
have
not
to
that I
say that.
have to say it. I think we're gonna be all right anyway, my guy.
So you think you're gonna still be in the same position, third spot?
It don't matter what spot you in, as long as you make the playoffs.
Right now, yeah, it seemed like it don't matter.
Don't
The way
matter.
the way how
One,
things are now.
two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean,
Mhm.
stay away from 7 and 8 because you
Yo,
got to
even
do it.
home court advantage is a no no
Don't
because right
matter
now,
because you got to do more work 7 and 8 because you got to play them play-in games and all that. We ain't
yeah,
fucking with that.
that's so.
We definitely can be a 2, 3 seed.
Okay.
Who's the 1 seed? Cavs. It was Cavs, Boston, and us, or Boston, Cavs, and us. It was those three.
Yeah,
We can stay in those three. We can either take one of those seeds or whatever. But I think we'll be all right.
you think? I mean, Detroit is coming along.
Detroit can come along all they want.
Detroit coming along. You don't know what Embiid gonna come out and do.
Embiid,
It's a
Embiid,
whole. It's a.
Embiid already hurt for next season. Embiid already hurt. Embiid hurt already.
Uh, right.
Embiid stubbed his toe. That boy done. That boy done stubbed his toe. He
Oh,
nobody
even
cares.
Orlando Magic had a nice run.
I like him. I like
Yeah,
those young boys. I like those young boys.
they had a nice run.
I really do. I'm not gonna hold you. I like those young boys. Yep.
I'm
Give
saying
credit where credit is due.
for real. The same way I see how I was like, all right, OKC, yeah, they taking to me they taking it. OKC is gonna take it, right? So, but I'm like the first game, I didn't expect the first game to go down like that.
Nobody did. So I'm interested to
Yeah.
see how today's gonna go. I'm
Bro,
interested to
I
see how today's.
know, I left work and I'm like, OKC got this game. Let me just wrap it up, whatever. I got home, my son was like, another buzzer beater by Halliburton. I'm like, what? I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh man, they stole another one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do today. Tonight. I expect it to be Smokey Robinson.
I expect the same thing.
I expect them to
Bro,
smoke visit them.
OKC was leading the whole entire game except for that 0.3 seconds or whatever seconds that shot went up.
But when you're on fire, you're on fire. When you're on fire, you're on fire. Indiana's on fire, so you have to let that rock out.
Indiana's having a great year. I
Oh,
mean, they're having a great playoff run, I
yeah,
should say.
yeah, they're doing good. And they're young too.
Mm,
They got Turner, the veteran. Siakam is a veteran,
yeah.
but you know, I like what they're doing with their bench. I like what they're doing with the team. Period. Um, they good. I like them.
Mm.
I mean, I like my homeboy's son is over there, Obi. You know,
Yo, I know. I know. OB's like, yeah, thank you, Knicks, for getting me out of
yeah,
there.
I know, because he was actually supposed to be the replacement for Randall.
Yeah, yeah,
Why you draft him so high and don't use him?
yeah. Front office, bro.
But
To be continued. We'll see. You know what I'm saying?
it's a fact.
Yeah, for real, for real. But I think Giannis is going to Golden State, bro, and that's going to be crazy if he do.
What's that?
Giannis go to Golden State.
He ain't going to fucking Golden State, bro. He going to the Knicks, bro.
Mm.
Either him or Durant, bro.
Well, this is recorded, so when you go back to the
It
footage,
don't matter. It don't matter. He's going to Golden State, bro. I mean, he's
okay,
going to Knicks, 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 Knicks.
okay. We just have to wait and see. If we had some people on here, we'll figure it out. Giannis to the Knicks or Giannis to Golden State? Kevin Durant is gonna leave and go to the Knicks, or he gonna go someplace else?
You know what I realize about my listeners? Just like when you out there playing music, what I realize,
Hmm.
they come back and listen later.
Right.
They'll see how long the show goes,
Hmm.
and then they'll watch it tomorrow or another day. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's why I say sometimes what you can do some pre-recorded stuff and then just put it out there and let it go. You know what I mean? You don't
But
need you don't need the audience every time that you do an interview. You know?
I don't think this is you can do well. How you do it from here is a pre-recording.
Yeah, you just record it.
Oh, but just take off like my Facebook and well, leave YouTube, but take off my Facebook and this,
Yeah,
right?
just take you could take off everything and just record it and then just put it back on when you're ready to make it go live. It's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be like it's live, but it's not. It's just pre-recorded.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Delroy, what up, baby? August 8th, August 9th. What's up? You gonna be in the park or y'all having a barbecue this year? What's the date on y'all barbecue this year?
What's in your cup?
I don't think Delroy. Yeah, no, he does drink. Delroy, what's in your cup right now? Retired cup. Your retired cup. He worked for Transit. Man, worked for Transit for years and retired. How many
Okay.
years you did with Transit, Delroy? I think he did about half. I think he did 25.
Mm.
I think he did 25. A lot of my boys who did Transit, they either retired 25, 30.
Yeah, because Rude Boy did I think 30, 35, and he retired.
Yeah, but he was 35.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
think I think he did 35 when he was out.
He out in
Retired.
Florida now, right?
Yeah,
He did
retired in
33.
Florida now, chilling.
He did 33.
Yeah.
Salute. Where in Florida he at?
What's he at? Shit. Port St. Lucie, I believe.
Oh, he at the old person retirement home. Yo, he will
Yeah.
all he
Yeah,
will
it's funny you said that, B.
he
Cause
will all
yeah,
the old people at yo.
I swear I say the same thing to this dude. I'm like, yo, my man, if I move to Florida, I'm not coming to these parts.
Hell no. You don't go to
I
Port
got
St. Lucie. You don't go what's
West Palm Beach.
West Palm, anything down that side?
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, you
That's
gotta be
crazy.
70 and over to get on that side, man. Nah, fam. That's what when you said Port St. Lucie, I said, oh, yeah, he with the old people. Like they look forward to the spring training games with the Mets and stuff like that, man. And he a Mets
right.
fan anyway, so it fits him perfectly. That's probably why he moved down there.
Mets or Yankees, man. I don't know which one he is. I think he's Yankees.
No, I think he Mets, bro.
Oh.
You call him and find out, Rude Boy Dex. I think he a Mets fan, man. I think that dude a Mets fan. Speaking of Dex, shout out to Dex, man, because
Yeah.
we played
Shout-
handball or basketball. I still got the memories of Dex going back to his crib and he be playing music. And I'm like, I don't know how your neighbors don't kick your ass out, man, for playing all that loud music, bro.
and he used to have the double scoops and everything just right in his living room
Yeah,
on the first floor, just jamming.
yeah, right there. Everybody on the first floor.
Yeah,
And we all go over there and chill. And you know how Dex was back then.
yeah,
Very few went to his crib. Very few knew where he lived.
yeah, sir.
And, let's just keep that a $150. And he had the green van at that time.
Silver.
So was it silver?
Yeah, the silver bullet.
Okay. I know y'all. I came to a couple of y'all joints. Y'all was DJing.
Yeah, yeah. What up, Flo? Yeah.
Yo, Flo, we live in August, baby. We live, baby. And Flo, don't be doing my nephew like that, man. Don't be just putting him on no trashy teams and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Make him look bad. He's supposed to get buckets. Don't be doing him like that, fam.
Flo, don't listen to him, Flo.
Flo,
Don't
I
listen to
heard you
him.
put him on some trashy team, Flo. Like, yo, that's some bullshit, Flo.
Don't
He,
even listen to him,
he
Flo.
coming back though, Flo. I'm telling you, he coming back. I just want you to know, like, don't write him off.
You s- uh, nah, shout out to Flo Ballers crew, man. For real, man.
Yo, let me give a shout out to Flo.
Thanks for the invite there, brother.
That dude would do anything, bro,
What do you
for
mean anything?
you, for anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
he showed me love plenty of times last year, couple years, opened up the club for me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yes,
Anytime
sir.
I'm in town, VIP, select, he Flo's a real G. Salute to you, Flo. Real G. That's all facts, bro. Salute to you, King.
You heard? That's what's in our cup. Good dudes.
Hold up.
Good life.
I gotta go get a refill.
Refill?
Yeah.
You sipping on yours too quick though.
No. You sipping. The ice is melting in yours.
I'm good. Yes. This is the A60 Show on a Sunday edition. Co-host DJ Tree in the building. And we talking about, whatever it is and what's in our cup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kevin Durant to the Knicks? No. I say no. Giannis to the Knicks? I say no. Jason Kidd or Mark Jackson? I don't know. I
What
don't
happened?
know.
What happened? What Flo talking? What's this? But Flo, you doing a lot in the community, man, and people need to acknowledge that, bro. Like you're doing a lot.
For real,
And
brother.
and when I say you, like every time I come home in August, there's always love. You're like, whatever I got, you got.
Yeah.
Whatever
Philby
you
always
need.
hit me up, man, telling me to come through in his joint, man. I haven't made one yet, man.
I gotta get through for the basketball joint. I gotta come up when it's basketball just to show love to him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
I'll mess around and suit up just for one game and then go back home. Like I'm good, bro.
You might go back home limping.
That's fine. But at least I can say I played in his league.
True.
I
Well, I,
played.
I came through and watched a couple of them. I never played though.
Yeah, I just
Flo's
want to
always
go.
telling me to suit up. I'm not suiting up. Nothing, man.
I mean, listen, I can give you a good strong 10 minutes. I don't know about that 20 shit. I can give you strong. But if somebody try to call me out, then I might have to reconvert back to something.
Yeah.
And then that'll change up everything.
And
But I
that's
know
how
I'm
it
only there
is.
for I'm only there for one game, so it don't matter.
Old timers game.
Okay, Flo, we might need to do an old timers game out in the John. See, Flo, we might need to do that. He said, "Look, I'm gonna set that up."
Yeah, right. He was coming out there with their knee pads, their ankle braces, everything.
Man,
I'm
it's a
telling
different.
you, it's gonna be a half court 10-man substitution. 10-man rotation.
Yeah.
Uh,
They were like, "Yo, Al, what we doing out here, baby?" I do
mm.
not know.
It felt good, yo. For real though, it felt good being out there and watching a game, outside game. Referees and everything. I haven't done that in a while, man. Because Brooklyn has turned me off so much from going there. I just don't.
Go to Brooklyn.
Yeah, man.
It's
Don't,
not the
man.
same. You know that.
It's not the same. That's why. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
mean,
the
you know
same.
that. You know that.
I mean, everything changes, but man, listen, from when it was back in the days to now. Oh, he said he's gonna bring
See
paramedics tonight.
that?
Yeah, have them on standby.
You gotta have oxygen tanks and everything, baby.
Have them on standby, brother.
Oh my god.
Uh, you
Um,
might you might as well line the stretches up because when people gonna be hurt, they gonna be hurt.
dude gonna get bumped one time and say, "Yo, I'm a rap. I'm out of
No,
here."
yo, but you know what it is though with our generation, and they still doing it now. One, they still gonna be talking that trash to you, right?
Yeah,
And two, even if you're on a court with them, they still gonna try to just hit you with one,
always.
whether it be an elbow, you going up for a layup, hitting you on the ground, something. Always gonna try that because that's how it was.
You know what? But
They
we also
still do that. I'm telling you, they still do
no.
that.
But you know
And
what?
Flo will tell you they still do that.
But they know you.
Regardless of how, if they know you, if they know somebody is just in them. That's how they play back in the days, and that's how it is. So if you're
But they,
gonna come in their spot, regardless of if they 50, 60, you still holding one.
I listen. I learned from that era, so it's only right. I put it to you this way: when I played in college, I felt like them dudes were soft as cotton candy.
Mm,
I got hit harder in the park. I tell anybody this. I learned more playing street ball than college. I learned
of
how to
course,
play efficiency in college, if you know what I'm
yeah.
saying.
The X's and
But
O's.
the X's and O's.
Right.
But the physical, the understanding of the game, that's all in the park, boy. That's street ball. And the talent was better. Like when
Yeah.
you play college, you got five Joe Schmoes over there. I don't know none of you dudes. So is
Mm,
there's no need for me to fear none of you.
right.
But if I'm on this side, I got Nike One. I got to worry about Tone, Tyrone Grant, Showtime. I got to worry about Junie. I got to
Mm,
worry about Superman and D. Oh, hold on, man. And Boogie? Nah,
mm,
we got hold on. In college, yo, who the fuck is Melvin Mackey? Who the hell? Yo, bro,
mm,
you're about to get scorched. I don't know
mm.
you, and that's just being real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah, but it's all about adjusting because you gotta adjust to the system that you was thrown in college to put your street ball and your X's and O's together to be complete. Because if you don't do it that way, you're not gonna get it.
right,
You're not. If you don't learn the X and O, the coach is not gonna. He's not gonna tell you. He's not gonna let you play because you're not learning his system, regardless
right.
of how good you are.
Mhm.
Sometimes it depends on who you are, but regardless of how good you are, he's not gonna let you in the game because
Mm.
you got to learn their system and then work your system around it.
Switching gears, Tree. I think me and you talked about this a lot on and off camera. When did you become a DJ?
Me? Shit, boy, that's long time ago, bye.
Long time.
Long time. Shit, it was like what, 16, 17, bro.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That you knew you wanted to be a DJ, or that you
Well,
just
that's when I got
playing around?
introduced to the music DJing thing. You know,
Mm,
shouts to my boy Struggler, Stiff,
still,
Floyd.
shout out, shout out, shout out.
Yeah, he was doing it when he was younger. So I just got into his crib one day and he had that, that one turntable, a little
Mm.
mixer, and he was just playing music and we was vibing. And I'm like, all right. And then he had like a bunch of records we was going through. And then I just got the love for the music and it went from there.
Yo, you know what?
16, 17 years old, bro.
Send him a text and see what he doing.
Yeah, I send him the what do you call it on the messenger.
I was gonna see if he wanted to get on,
Yeah, I send him on the messenger.
if he's feeling all right.
You send him. Yeah, long time, Flo.
I don't
Long
have his
time.
email. I don't have his email.
Now hit him up on the text on the phone and just tell him come on the Facebook and we'll send it to him or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, long time, Flo, man. Long time. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's when me and Al when Al sit down and he gonna give me an interview and I'm gonna tell my story, but we ain't gonna get into that. That's just
Exactly.
a little snippet.
They don't know the cheat. I told you I got history. They don't know.
Mm. That's just a snippet, man.
They don't know.
Long, long time, man.
They don't know. It's too much history here. You know what I mean?
Yep. From the Parkway
Mm, mm,
down
mm.
to the clubs, down to the block parties, down to the hooky parties, down to the apartment parties, the basement parties, all of that, man. You
Boy,
name it. You name it.
fire.
Yeah. Yep. Ed was there too in the beginning. Yep.
Oh, with
Eddie
Ed,
was there. Eddie lived down the block from me in the corner. So yeah, we was always back and forth.
you lived on Lefferts, right? No, not
Yeah.
Lefferts.
Yeah, I lived on Lefferts.
You lived on Lefferts. Okay.
Shit. Another story. I lived on Lefferts between Rogers Rogers and New and Nostrand first. Then boom, left there and went to the 90s, hated that shit. Then boom, back
I remember you was in the '90s.
yep, then back to Lefferts between Bedford and Rogers.
You was sick over there in the '90s.
Hate that shit, bro. Passion. But yo, I've never stayed. I only stayed home to sleep, really. After school, I stopped off by Sterling, played ball, walked to the 90s, and I'm done. Home. And call it a wrap. If homework was done, and that's it. Big up, Flo, man. Give thanks, brother. Yeah, man.
Yeah, tree never change up.
Bro, for what?
Tree never change up. Tree
For
same
what?
way.
For what? For what, bro? For
Never
what?
change up.
There's no reason to unless you're doing something wrong in your life. That's when you gotta change up. I don't have to change up, man. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
and that's what it is at the end of the day. Like you said, if you're the one who's doing something like that, then that's on you.
Yep. Sit. My cup is still being sipped the same way, brother.
It don't change.
Don't change. Listen, back in the day, we used to what? Drink cheap shit to get high, or cheap shit to get, you
Get
know,
drunk.
get drunk. As we get older, we gotta drink expensive shit to get a nice to the buck. You know what I mean? So it's the price change. That's all it is.
See if he responds.
Yeah. See if you respond. You should text Ed too.
I don't have Ed phone number.
Oh, okay.
You got Ed number. Hit that up.
I can't do that. I'm on my phone with you, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Cisco. And I was one of them, Flo.
Oh my God, I ain't never had that, man. I ain't never had that.
We man, listen, crack juice, bro. That's Jesus, yo. I bring back nightmares. Cisco. Oh my God.
Oh, good God.
Yeesh.
Yo,
For those who went to the liquor store to get that Cisco, but we just go to the corner stores to get the 40s, and that's it.
Yo.
You know how that go. That's that crate life of the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, with the 40 ounces of yo, imagine that shit, right? We used
Shout
to have
out, shout out and rest in peace to my boy Terrence.
T. Ah man,
Man,
my dog, man. T Rex, my guy, man.
them dudes had me drinking 40s at 16. I'm calling them out.
Who T Rex, Tony, and Jeff and them?
Yeah, them dudes had me going out to Coney Island with them on them long rides.
Yep. Yep.
Talking about, yo, Al, come with us. No,
Yep.
man, I got a basketball game in the morning. I'm not rocking with y'all, bro. Yo,
Hmm.
what you scared? You scared? No, it's not that I'm scared. I gotta get up tomorrow, man. Come on. Yo,
And you end up in Coney
ended up in
Island.
Coney Island. And salute to Terrence because the time that I did get drunk, the very, very first time that I got drunk was with him and Tone.
Mm,
And I lived in the sty at that time.
mm.
Terrence took me all the way to the crib, yo, and dropped me off at the front door and made sure I got home. And then he went home.
I said you was a little man in the group. You got to make sure you're good.
Real, real, real talk. Like
Hmm.
Tone, Terrence did that. That was my G.
Yeah.
Like
You.
he made sure I got to the crib.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like salute to that brother. May he rest in peace. But that dude, I will
For
never
sure, man.
forget that day. Will never forget that day. Shout out to my brother Latik too, Mr.
Yeah.
Polo. May he rest in peace.
La. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
La. La.
Shout out to one of our other brothers, Tito. You know what I'm saying? May he
For
rest
real.
in
For real.
peace.
For real. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we
Yes,
got a
sir.
lot of kings, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Terrence, that was a true G move. And
Mm,
then every time that I went and drunk with them, I felt very comfortable after that. Like, didn't
mm.
care no more.
Right.
But they also was like, yo, chill out. You're drinking too much. Chill out.
Mm.
Drink some water. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, chill out.
Yeah, and it was crazy how we was drinking 40s. It was like we just passing it like it was a blunt. And
Oh
everybody
my
drinking
God.
from the same bottle. Yo.
They talking about COVID. We had COVID a long time ago. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? We drinking water out of the sink over there with people be pissing all the time. Come on, yo, don't do that.
Out of the sink, the faucet too, and we had like water fights. Open up the faucet, you drinking it from right there.
You talking about COVID? We lived through COVID. What are you talking about?
Oh, hmm.
You know, but you like you said, we drinking. Yo, we shared everything:
Yeah,
soda, water, juice, beer. If you smoke weed, they. Are you serious?
it was fast. Yep.
We did everything. Yo, you take half my sandwich. I got your half. Yo, you get some chip. Are you
Yes, sir.
serious?
Yes, sir.
We all had. It
Yep.
wasn't just one man. We all had.
Yep. Right there, pals in the corner. Get that sandwich.
Come on, man. Pizza, dollar pizza. Yo, you ain't got it. We got you. Don't worry about it.
Put your quarter there. Who got next on that game?
Who got it? Come on.
Yo, them days, man. Them days. Them days.
Oh
Them
my God,
days.
bro.
Days, bro.
People don't
Everybody
know.
could talk about their hood, I guess the way we're talking about it, but yo, yeah, some
But
special times.
but when you talk about our hood, talk about camaraderie, talk about brotherhood, talk about community, because that's what we were about.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just Lefferts Park. We knew Lefferts. Lefferts was the safe haven.
Mm,
We went to Wingate. We knew we had our people in Wingate. We also, we had people coming from President and Union Street coming down to us.
up the hill,
We
yeah.
went to Sullivan Park, played on the crate. People don't remember us playing on that court on the crate. Don't get it confused.
Sullivan right there in that park.
That rim got a lot of people in trouble. That rim, that
Yeah,
rim
right
got a
there.
lot of people in trouble.
Hmm.
Your jump shot got completed on that rim.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? But
One way in, one way out.
people don't think about that, man. We did a lot. together. You know, Bert.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Bert lived at the end of the block.
On Montgomery.
Bert. I remember Bert and my cousin playing the ping pong machine till they broke it in the corner
Yeah.
store.
On the store, okay.
They broke the record because I lived on Montgomery between Rogers and Knowlton. Bert lived across the street,
Yeah.
so him and my cousin used to play the fucking pinball machine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right there in the corner of Rogers.
Bert threw the first football to me, Nerf ball. Let's keep that official. We was playing between the fire hydrants. Look, between the manholes. We was playing right there. We was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Bert was the quarterback.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like it's stories for days. Like as I'm saying, like it's stories for days with my peoples, man. I got stories with my peoples.
Yeah, so got plenty stories, man. Plenty
So to
stories, man.
see you and Bird, Dex DJing, I'm like, oh man. I mean, I remember I used to go to the parties with y'all, but still,
Mm-hmm.
you guys out there doing your thing. I said, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. From them days.
Mm, right. So them days.
From them days. And walking easy
Mhm.
everywhere. We wasn't catching a bus, no, we wasn't catching no hummingbird, no car 52, whatever it was called. It was walking everywhere, man.
I don't know how y'all DJ with all them crates, man.
Bro,
How answer this? How the hell you know what record is in what crate?
it was a
How is
science behind
that?
it, bro.
I was
It,
just about to say.
it was a science behind it. So you gotta actually fix it up in your crib first, the way you want it, and then play it. And sometimes you either label or
Mhm.
get the same folder color so you know where you're going. And it's where you place it. So if you got somebody that played around with your one of your crates, you're out of sync.
Really?
If you put the record in the wrong place, you out of sync. Can't find it. You don't know where it's at. You're done. It's like you got to move on to the next. Something else got to pop into your head for you to play. And we used to have like maybe and because it's from every genre. So you got R&B, rap, reggae, soca, whatever it is, slow jams, whatever. The crates will be in the back. Then you got the 45s. 45s is lined up, man, and you just gotta know how to just maneuver your fingers to know exactly which one you're pulling out, and then okay, that's not it, it's close. Boom, then you take it out, you put it, and then the crazy thing is where you gotta position the needle, right? The turntable needle to the spot where you want it to, the record to begin, so you can hold it, so you can put it in. So it's back then it was you just had to be creative, know exactly what's going on with your crates, your music. But
I
now
remember.
it's simple, man.
Oh yeah. So you just needed your laptop.
Yeah, now it's simple. Just laptop and press a button. That's it.
Yeah. I remember. That's how we used to get into the parties with y'all. We had to
Oh
carry
yeah,
crates.
box boys. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we
come
had to
in.
carry the crates.
Got
We
carry the
got the
crates or
crates.
or the speakers.
Oh, the speakers. That's
Yeah.
how we got in.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I remember the first boat, the very first. I don't know if it was the very first boat ride y'all did.
Mm.
But we did a boat ride over there on Chelsea, and we was carrying the stuff on the boat,
On the boat. Yep.
and then we
Just
carried the
say,
stuff off the boat.
just go carry the stuff on the boat and stay there.
Yeah, don't move. You don't stop walking
Don't
back
come
all
off.
over the place. Stay
Don't
right
come
over
off.
here.
Yep.
you
That's
you're
it.
doing too much. Why are you walking all over the place? Stay right here.
That's it. When the boat moves, you can move around freely. You're good. Yeah, it was good times, man. Real good time.
Man, that was some good time.
Yeah. Good times, man. A lot of good times. Trust me, it's a lot of stories, man.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of stories.
I'm trying to do. I've been trying to tell Bags. You need to let me get Stacy on here.
Mm,
And tell his story. You know, um, being out Far Rock. You know, And he
Hmm.
said, "Man, you know that dude's so busy." And I said, "I know." So we'll figure it out, but we're gonna do something.
Yeah, but to me, man, your life can't be that busy. It's 24 hours a day, 365, 366. They gotta be at least an hour or two that you could set aside to do something if you want, man. There's no way you can tell me you're busy all that time. I'm speaking about everybody.
But you
Even
also,
people, even sometimes, I reach out to people that I haven't heard in a while. I'll be like, "Yo, what's up with you? Everything good?" Da da da. So and so is like, "Yeah, man. Yo, I just don't have no time to hang out. I don't have no time to do this. I don't have no time." I said, "Nah, man, no sir. That is an excuse.
hmm
It's an excuse. Your time is right in your hands, right in your phone, and you on that almost all the time.
hmm
Whether you be in the bathroom doing that do, whether you walking, whether you on a bus, whether you on a train, whether you on a flight, something you got time. Just got to use it.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But also is who they want to make time for.
Absolutely. Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can sit here and say we got time, but do you want to make time for somebody you really don't know? You know what I'm saying? I
Agreed.
didn't grow up with Stace. Shout out to Stace and his family. Shout out to his son winning Rookie of the Year. I wanted him to win the dunk contest. I had
Yeah,
money on
yeah, yeah. Me too.
Stace. I need that bread back, fam. You know what I'm saying? I had money on you. But I had him winning the dunk contest.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the hometown kid. In Brooklyn.
Hmm.
I'm rooting
Hmm.
for the hometown kid. We're always going to root for the family. Anybody that's family, I'm gonna root for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm not as close to him as a Bags or Shorin or those other guys are than you are. I'm close to you. I'm
Hmm.
close to Twigs. I can get to the Dixons. You know what I'm saying? I can get to them. I can get to the Andersons and the Bag. I can get to those guys, the
Hmm.
Archibalds. Because we grew up together. The
You,
older,
mhm.
but I grew up with them.
Did
You
you
know what I'm
reach out
saying?
to the younger Anderson that's been talking stuff about the Knicks?
Who is? Who that?
What do you call it? You don't see his Facebook?
Who that?
Show him, brother. What's his name? Aaron?
Aaron? Yeah, I mess with Aaron. Aaron better stop playing games, man. I'm gonna tell you that. I be seeing Aaron. I be trying to be nice to Aaron when he be talking reckless. You know what I'm saying? But I be telling
Yeah,
Aaron, "Yo, chill, bro."
Aaron be having me laughing, yo, when he do his thing, his
But he
skits
be
like that.
going so hard in the paint, you can't do nothing but laugh sometimes. Like you gotta be like, you know what? I'm not gonna even get in that one.
Yeah,
Let it
you
ride.
got it, you got it, you got it.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah,
But nah, it's like I said. Shout out to Benny. Benny.
drunken master, not anymore though.
Shout out to Brown.
Al Brown, my
Yeah, we
brother,
got too much. My man C, Big C, the original post up king.
Big Rumble,
Yeah,
sir.
the midnight family, the whole Midnight Express family.
Yeah, too much to name, man. You know what I mean? Too much to name.
It's so
A lot,
much.
man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but Dexter, I know you said Dex ain't called. Did Dex call you?
Nah, you got me.
Uh, it's just so bitty.
Ken Arch, both Arch, the Arch. Too much guys, man. Yo, look, not for nothing, man. I love and appreciate that community that I really grew up on, man.
Me
For
too.
real, for real. And you
Me
know
too.
what? You know what's funny? Funny thing is, I was right there between on Leffers, North and Rogers. Right, and my pops used to tell me, "I don't want you in that park."
I remember you telling me this.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't want you in that park. I'm like, what's wrong with the park? He's like, I don't want you in that park. Stay away from that park. When I was young, like real young, it's like, all right. Didn't go through it when I went to PS91. Didn't go to the park at all. So then when I went to Lefferts, that's when I started going to the park, going to handball. Then got onto the basketball court, and from then on, none but love, family, community, everything was good, man. So
Mhm.
uh, sometimes it is it's not what you think it is as a parent,
Mm.
You just got to let your kids experience it on their own to make that decision. Sometimes, not all
Right,
the time.
right.
You know, and which I'm glad I did because man, wouldn't trade it, bro. I
I,
would
I
not.
wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't
would
give up
not trade it,
nothing.
brother.
I wouldn't give up nothing to be a
Nah.
part of what we was a part of. That shout out to life. Rest
Yes,
in
sir.
peace, life. Those
Yes, sir.
Wednesday nights. Thank you, life. Appreciate you for those Wednesday nights, bro. Those Wednesday nights at 6 with people lined up at 5. Those Wednesday nights, winter, sleet, snowstorm.
We was there.
It was there.
We
Scotty, what up, baby? Shout out to Scotty.
What up, Dave?
Um,
What's in your cup, Dave? What's in your cup? That's what we
Dave,
talking.
what's in your cup, bro? It's just crazy, Tree.
Got to
I
get
mean,
an interview from Dave too. This guy, you know.
uh, love to get Dave. Dave
I'm
rolled
sure
with,
Dave got a story to tell, brother. You gotta
Dave.
have a
But
story,
you
man.
know what? The funny thing is, Dave rolled with all the OGs. I see him
But
with Half. I see him with Speedy. I see him with all my Junies. I see him with all the dudes that I know.
mm,
So I'm like, yo,
he got a story to tell. You gotta get that story out.
Scotty, you want to get on live? You want to check in?
Nah, you gotta get that one-on-one story with him, brother.
I know. But you know what? What people don't realize that when you do stories, like say if I do when I do your story,
Mm.
everybody's going to only appreciate it from where we're from.
No,
You
I'm not necessarily, bro.
you don't you don't you don't think
I don't
people?
feel so because if somebody come across what you're saying and if it catches their eye or whatever, and they're reading up on it, especially if your title got them first to click, like oh, okay, story about a DJ that turned basketball player that is now a superstar, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If they click onto that and they listen to that story and then they were in that same situation, you know, they could
Mhm.
relate to it. So I don't think it boils down to that.
But I just, in my opinion on that, I think sometimes they look at recognition on who you are, like name. I think
Yeah,
that's what
but
makes people. I think that's what make people tune in about the name. You
the
know,
name,
Scotty,
yeah,
let me know. Scotty, let me know when you're ready, baby. And
you
that's what I think. I think it's the name tree. Like some people look at it and they go, "Who's this?" Now in our neighborhood, we all know who you are because we
mm,
affiliated. But somebody that's in Texas don't know who you are, but they were interested in your story. Yes,
right.
but I think other people in other areas, why are we listening to him?
Nah, I disagree.
You don't think so?
Nah, I disagree because there's a lot of people in the world that you don't even know about. But I'm sure when you click on something, it's like, oh, this is interesting. I didn't know nothing about this dude or whatever the case may be. Or somebody could have in a conversation, yo, you ever heard about this guy? And you'd be like, nah. I look him up, see what he's about and whatever. Because it's not everybody that's popular. Of course, people gonna gravitate to that popular
Yeah.
name. But if somebody brings another person to light or to existence, somebody's gonna just, all right, let me check it out. Especially if you're sharing content, you know, I share, you share, 100 people share this story about this guy. People gonna look at it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays.
Super
a
Dave
lot
is
a
in
lot
the
of
kitchen.
a lot of people that look at stuff and it's like 100K views, 1 million views. You think they know that much people? No, it's what they pushed out there that interests them, and they're gonna look at it and listen to it.
Well, that's why I go back to sometimes I go to my YouTube channel and I look at the subscribers and stuff like that. Like I'm almost at 100 and something subscribers. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which
Mm,
100 is a big thing. I don't care what anybody say. But I look at the ones that get the most notoriety. Like I go back and look at the stories,
mm.
and it's usually the people that have names. Like even when I do my softball interviews,
It's gonna be that.
yeah, it's the people that softball. Like if I brought a Speedy Junie and a Tone on there, they was like, "Who the fuck is this?" But I just think sometimes it's based off of. who they want to hear from, or who they think is relevant, if that's the proper term, relevant at that
Yeah,
time.
but nowadays, now in this era, this whole social media and everything era, it's not even about that. It's pushing that thing to the limit where everybody's sharing, and that is just in your face, and you've seen it popping up a lot. And if somebody's engaging it, and then they'll talk about it and see what it's about.
Mm.
My guy, Super Dave.
Dave, I want that fair one, yo. You keep backing out. You keep backing out on the jump shot game, yo. You every time I'm home and I'm looking for you, I'm in the park.
I
But
don't think
here
you want the smoke. I don't think you want it.
I'm coming home August 2nd. I'm pulling up the either Lefferts or Wingate, and I'm gonna film Where is Dave? That's gonna be the segment the whole time I'm home, and I'm gonna get that fair one.
Where is Dave Waldo?
Where is Dave Wando? And that other segment is gonna be what you smoking on.
What's in your cup? For real. Yeah, but nowadays, man, it's just a bunch of sharing it and see on content and just putting it out there and see what happens. Because now, especially now, right? Say you just started it, you just recently started it. So every social media is in them. They're all saturated with the same stuff, and it's everybody's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not out there, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta just stick with what you're doing and just appreciate with what you're doing and don't worry about the outside.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? Because you're doing it on a whole for you and for your community and for whoever's gonna listen, and that's it. If you get what I'm saying.
yeah, I'm looking at Dave. You see
The gun
Dave?
is always loaded.
Mm.
Shooters win wars. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Listen, I'm gonna get the shirt created that said "Where is Dave?"
Waldo.
Watch, Dave. I'm telling
Humble
you.
beginnings. Exactly,
Of
Dave.
course.
Absolutely. Scotty, you are
Of
true with
course.
that, man.
You're right,
Humble.
Scotty. You're right. You're right.
That's it. I'm telling
You're
them,
right.
just keep pushing what you gotta do, man. Don't worry about the outside noise.
And
Or if
see
they're
this
not even looking. Trust me.
and, and see this is what keeps me going though, Tree. Like information like from you and Lemon. Shout out to Lemon. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? Guys like Scotty. You guys motivate. It's the motivation factor. Like, yo, Al, what you doing? Yo, why you like one of my homies hit me up, yo, Al, I miss A60. Yo, my bad. I got you. I'm gonna get something on there. All right, cool. And he told me, he said, yo, even if it's not you interviewing anybody, just you just being on, like telling a
Mm,
story or whatever is going on, he said that's enough.
right.
And I'm like, because I don't think of it that way because I'm thinking about I gotta put out something good or people's gonna watch it. I gotta.
Nah, bro, you gotta get with authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And then
just
that's
do
why I try to keep it as original as possible. You
correct.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
No carbon copy, no fixtures, no filters, none. Just keep it what it is, man. Even if I gotta be a co-host, yo, I'm filling in for A60 today. All right, so we got to interview my man
Whatever.
Scotty
Yeah,
today. You know what I mean?
yeah, I told you you can do it.
Yeah. So we probably gonna fix that up, man. If you don't have time, I'm gonna get some time.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
sipping on
trying.
that Glenfiddich.
That Glenvidi.
Yes, sir. That Glen. Dave, brother, was good seeing you today, man. Yo, we gotta link up some more, man.
Yeah, that was dope. I like seeing that one, Tree. That was dope.
Mm. Yeah, it's me too, man. I gotta get out and BK a little bit more, man, just to show my face a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get outside.
I'm always outside, but I'm not in that part of town. Trust me when I'm telling you, I don't post like I used to because people in my business too much, but I'm good. Left Spark. Okay. Okay. You got a reunion shirt on?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
2022.
2022. Okay. 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 I joined that Al, what was it, Brown's cousin or whoever made, yo. I still ain't wear that one time. It's still crisp in my drawer. With
Is
the
that the
with
one
the
you gave
number
me?
with the number on that?
The one you gave me?
Nah, nah. The one that
You gave me one.
I gave you one?
You gave me one. I think.
Nah, it was custom with your name on it and all of that.
Oh, I don't got that one.
Nah, you wasn't around for that one.
I got that one.
Yeah, Al did
But
a
I
good
got.
job with that one, yo.
Hold on. I got.
The first two-time All-Star that did work in both baseball and basketball. Yes, sir. The Bo Jackson of Lovers Park.
What he said then?
A two-time athlete.
Yeah, yeah. That's old music. Jesus, I can't find the shirt. Now I can't find the shirt that I'm looking for. I just saw it the other day. One of my Leffers Park shirts. I just saw it the other day. It had a number on it.
Mm.
B gave it to me. Um, it was from the last. It was from the. I think it was the same year.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this was the year I brought my boys.
2022.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the reason why I know that is because my man was 13.
Mm.
He said he wanted to go to New York for his 13th birthday. We pulled up in the park, and that's when he was like, "I can't believe so many people know you." I said, "I
Yeah.
said this is called a community."
Yeah, yeah, I have no
I
idea,
said,
man.
this is what it was. I said, "Well,
Yeah.
see, you see, that's why I was able to take you to the pizza shop. I was able to take you to the Caribbean spot to get good food. I was able. This is what we did
Yeah.
right here in this block area. We walked. This is it right here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yep. And if we was still around, man, the amount of
oh,
people we knew, the amount of people
oh
we
my God,
amount of people we knew, amount of people we came across, amount of people we played against.
shit,
It was a lot, man.
right. Yo, Scotty, I'm gonna keep it official with you. A lot of people don't know how tiring that shit was. I tell you, I will tell you a story.
You see what Dave wrote?
I'm gonna get to that. Well, listen, I remember my mom's hiding my phone because so many people was calling me. She wanted me to just rest because I was doing so much, baseball, basketball. You know what I'm saying? She held my she hit my phone so I could sleep. People don't know like my first love was baseball.
Baseball. Hmm.
Basketball was secondary. So when dudes was really doing the basketball thing, I was like, oh, it's okay, I'm good, but I'm just playing for fun,
Hmm.
But baseball was my thing. And I never even fronted on that. That was not my thing. So a lot of people don't really know that, you know, a lot of people used to tell me, yo, Al, you need to stick to baseball. Like, you need to stick to baseball. Like, that's your shit. And then when they started seeing me play basketball and I started getting good over time, they was like, oh, okay. Funny thing is, basketball paid for the education.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nassau and Southampton. You know what I'm saying? Paid for the education. Baseball didn't.
Yeah. I think if you had that core people like you had in basketball that was playing baseball with you, you probably would have did something.
Hmm. Dave, definitely, Dave. You threw a lot of oops.
Now back to his jumpers invisible.
Yeah,
Talk.
let's talk about that. I don't know what you're talking about. It was invisible. It was there. It didn't have a shield up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I was the best shooter. It grew over time. You
Mm,
know, I can say you was invisible, just like when I showed up to the park last. That this jersey right here on this T-shirt in 2022, when we confronted each other,
When the bet was made.
when the bet was made, you didn't want to do nothing
Yep. See you tomorrow on the court
under the basket.
under the basket. What happened?
Somebody was invisible.
And you was live filming it too.
Yes. Yeah. Don't make me go find that old video, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
The
that's wild.
rivalries, man. The rivalries.
Oh man. That's a whole nother segment.
A whole nother segment.
Oh
Rivalries. Every
God.
yeah. Rivalries, yeah, everything. The tree card we used to play in the park, the CeeLo dice games. Man, come on, man. We talk about a whole lot of shit. Domino games.
Dave telling the story.
I was shooting from Queens.
Jamaica Queens. I remember when for baseball game or basketball game, how he put you in, you helped us win. You still had your baseball socks and you dropped the
And we got the dub.
Wow.
The high baseball socks.
I remember though, was those the ones with the stripes on the side?
Yes, sir.
Because
It
me and
was those.
Cito used to wear those.
It was those. It was those. There was no other ones. Those were the ones.
No, those are the ones.
Those were the
Because I
ones.
remember wearing them. You wanna know how I
Mhm.
know? They were $2.99 a pack. So if we had black uniforms, we wore black and white. If
Hold
we had
on.
blue and white, white.
299 where? Where you get them from?
Models.
Okay.
Lace and stripes, yes.
I know it was the
and,
stripe ones.
and they stopped at the ankle.
Yeah.
The top was either black or blue, and then you had the stripe because it went with the uniform.
Mhm.
We had all flavors, bro. Yeah,
I
I had
know.
all
I knew
flavors.
it was the stripe ones.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. My mom's got so mad because I kept switching teams. We had a red pair, blue pair, black pair, fucking green pair. She's like, yo, listen, you need to figure something out because we keep missing socks.
Mhm.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
going with two-tone socks.
Yo, and even something about that, which is another thing we got to talk about, is like, yo, the amount of games and tournaments we were in as youths, and
Mm.
our parents couldn't even give the money to have us play, and the coaches like Howie and whoever else put that money together to let us and allow us to play. Man, that's respect to them, man. Shout out.
Oh my god. Shout out to Howie.
Yes, sir. The
Um,
amount of money this man spending on us, man.
Howie.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my god. I don't know what to say about
All
that.
of them. You could say Howie, Frank. You could say. Oh, I
But
believe all of
Howie
them went through that.
Stein, Brian,
All of them went through that, man.
um, Kenny
Cause
Kings,
yeah,
um,
cause yo, as we was growing up, our parents didn't have that.
Diamond.
Yeah,
And I know I'm missing a few other
X Men,
X Men.
D'Artagnan.
Shout out to D'Artagnan,
Yeah.
Brian. My God, FYA, my man over there,
Mm.
the Flatbush crew. They put up a lot of referee fee.
Tippy.
Tippy, a lot of referee fee.
Mm. Nice.
Oh my
Referee
God,
free and tournament fees. All of that.
and tournament fee.
Bro, we didn't have it as we was growing up, man, and they fronted all of that for us. You know, if whoever had it, had it. Whoever didn't. You know, they molded us the way they did, man, because we had to come. 2 games, 3 games on every weekend. On a
Good
Saturday,
night.
we probably had 2, 3 games, and we had to go from game to game to game. And we had no money to get on the trains, to get on the buses. We'd have hop the bus. We'd have
Or we
probably
had to
hop the
walk.
train.
Or we had to
We
ride
would
a
have to walk.
bike.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to the old school coaches, man.
yeah.
Like But
They ain't
but
asked for a lot. Like nowadays with this AAU bullshit, they ain't asked for much. Everything was good, man.
that's why I salute Howie for what he did for us, man. Like I told my son, I said, that's my first coach right there. That's the first man who took care of me.
Mm, yes, sir.
I said he didn't ask for anything. All he said was, I knew you play baseball, but just show up. And I showed up. Wherever he told me to go, I was there. If I had to go walk from one park to the next, I made sure I was there for him.
Hmm.
Like I was loyal. I didn't want to play with nobody else, but that was my team. Yeah,
Hmm.
I played with Ice T and I played with Nike One. That's because Midnight Express ain't have no team at the time. But when Midnight Express had something, I was there.
Yeah. I remember the first time I played was took me out of the park. We was
I
playing in
remember.
the park. You
I
remember,
remember
right?
that. I remember that day.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember that
We
day.
was in the park. It's like, yo, we need five or we need some kids for tournaments. Come on, let's go. And you was there, Al, and then I came and I
Mhm.
forgot who else. It was Carlton,
Carlton,
Colin.
Dez, Dez, Dez was there. What was
I think
Dexter?
Colin was there too.
Colin was there. What was Dex who live across the street from the park? Dex. I don't know what you call him.
Big Dex?
Yeah, Big Dex.
Yeah, I know Dex. Yeah.
He lived right across the street.
Right across the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all just gone. We
We all walked together.
we all
Yeah.
walked. Yep. And we
Mhm.
left. I can't remember what tournament it was or where it was, but yeah, I remember that
That
distinct.
one was in Bryant Park.
Damn. You remember that?
Bryant Park, because we walked all the way up Kingston. And so it was right there and we played. It was a PAL tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it. Remember it like it was yesterday.
Damn, bro.
Juniors, then seniors.
Yeah.
I remember it just like it was yesterday.
Yeah. He took us out the park and that was it. Midnight Express, let's go. He's like, well, we got another game. Let's go. This is what we're gonna do.
I remember. All right, now we're gonna leave here. We got a game at 3:20.
Yeah. Or while we up, we gonna send like three or four players
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
you
other
gonna
park
start the game and we gonna meet y'all there.
and we gonna meet y'all there.
It's a fact.
I remember when they did that for Sonny Lewis.
Yes,
And
we
we
did
were
that last.
playing, I forgot where we were playing. Were we playing in Wingate or we were playing somewhere. And half of us had to go to Sonny Lewis. It was man, it was
There's plenty of games. I know
and,
he
and we were looking forward to it every time, no matter what it is, man.
every time. I remember plenty of games Tuesdays or Thursdays at
Mm,
3:20,
mm,
and he would say, "Yo, we're gonna go play here." And then after that, if they moved the game to the weekend, we left and played. You know,
mm.
two or three games that day.
Yeah,
How he
yeah,
had us all over the fucking place.
yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't you ain't lying, Dave. Scotty, them was some good pickup runs, brother. Man,
Oh my God!
yo. And you know what the thing is, we was in the first court, and in the first court you can see who coming down the hill, that little
You
hill.
see him coming down.
When you see them coming down, that's when everybody's like, "Oh, they here. We gotta get it going. Who
What
five
five
gonna
we
stay
putting
on?
together?
Let's
What
go."
five we putting together? Yep, yep,
Yes, sir.
yep.
It was damn. It was Nurse, Charlie, Pat Burke. Um, who the hell else was it, man?
Evers,
Sean
Diet,
Nurse,
Diet,
Diet,
Diet.
Diet. Who else, man? Because Ambrose lived up the hill too,
But Bros
but
didn't
he
even
ain't- he didn't
rock with
roll
them
with them
like
though.
that.
He didn't roll with them.
He didn't roll with them like that.
Yeah, yeah. But yo, that was great battles, man.
Oh my God!
That was great
Even
battles.
the battles, just Empire with Jerry
Oh
and
yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah. Jerry, Fred,
Gravy. You know
Gravy,
what I'm
yes
saying?
sir.
All them
Yeah,
boys. You know what I'm
shots to
saying?
Grave,
Just
shots to
just
Grave.
them alone. That was a matchup.
That was a matchup too. Yo, Jerry talked the most smack,
Oh my God, Jerry talks so much shit,
the
yo.
most smack. But he put it in though.
He got buckets. You couldn't do nothing with him.
Yes, sir. Todd too. Country Reg.
Country
Yeah, yeah,
Red, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, them
Yo,
them Empire ones too, man.
I keep forgetting my man who made me start dunking.
Oh,
What's my man? Jason,
oh, Brewster, Jason, brother Jay.
brother Jay,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the cut
yeah.
up, with the jeans, with the keys and all that.
Yes, sir.
He,
I
and he played handball too.
Yeah, I spoke to Jay the other day, man.
Did you?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, it's good, good, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, brother Jay, good, man. You good, you good. You
That was a
good.
whole nother ball game.
That was a whole nother ball game. That was a leapfrog right there.
Tell me about it.
Mm. So he started you in the dunking.
You know, he didn't start me, but when you see somebody that size, remember Jay was only 6 foot,
Yeah.
and he was. I mean, the way he was grabbing those rebounds, he was
Yeah.
dunking,
And
and
he was grabbing it with force too, smacking it.
oh
Bam.
God, and, and he was doing it with jean shorts.
Shorts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big baggy G shorts.
Big baggy jean shorts with knee pads, and he had keys all on his pocket, and you like, yo, Jay, what the what you doing? And he didn't care, and he was a good handball player.
Yeah, he didn't care.
And yeah, he was the one. I was like, yo, I gotta jump like him, dude. It's no way. That dude jumping. I
Yeah.
want to jump like him.
Oh yeah,
And
you can't milk and butter was Wingate era.
that's Wingate. That's Wingate. That's
Carl
Wingate.
Beckett, yeah, yeah, Carl Beckett.
Wingate. Shout out to Webb. You gotta give Webb. If you're gonna say milk butter, you gotta say Webb.
Those are the three, right?
Those are the three. You gotta put them all together. You gotta put Webb, milk, and butter together. You gotta put them all together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let's
they
keep that
roll
all the
together.
way
Yeah,
official.
those were the three. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Man.
Yeah, them battles was great battles, man. They molded us to where we are now, man.
Mm,
Trust me.
mm. Listen, I tell people all the time. I remember when um, Ishmael and La and Grandpa wanted to learn how to play baseball,
Mm,
and I took them to go play softball.
mm,
And we played for PAL, and we played for this other team. It was me, Ish, La, Grandpa. La coming in polos. I said, La, you can't play in this nice stuff, man. You looking too preppy, man. They're not gonna like us over here. You gotta wear shorts and stuff like that, man. And
mm,
eventually he switched up on me. But um, I was the first one to take them out of Leffers to teach them how to play.
mm-hmm.
I want to take them out. I remember us playing punch ball. Oh my god! Shout out to Jimmy U.
Ah,
Gotta give a shout out to my bro Jay.
give me
Jimmy,
you.
another brother who never changed up.
Yeah, Dave said the Holy Trinity: web, milk, and butter.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
gotta if you're gonna mention them two, you gotta put all three of them together. And
the
I played
triangle offense.
I played against all three of them in college.
The triangle offense.
Played against Milk and Butter at FIT, and I played against Webb at Queens,
Queens
and I
College.
was
Yeah,
at Southampton.
yeah. My guy Webb, bro. My dude, man.
Yeah, he was at Queens College. I played against him there, and it was some smoke. It was some smoke,
Mhm.
but it was fun.
That was always fun, man. That was fun.
Oh yeah, of
Always
course,
fun.
Carlton, the original beast mode. There's no doubt about it. The first
Yeah.
5'7" pinning 6'7" to the backboard. Come on.
And can't move him like a brick.
Come on. You couldn't post that dude up. That's a brick wall. Like you said, brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's all them oxtails.
The ground provisions.
That was it.
Hmm. Yes, sir, man.
Not knowing, and again, not knowing that they was affiliated with Earth Ruler. I didn't know they was affiliated with Earth Ruler.
Mm.
Didn't know Ducky was affiliated with something international. What was it? Ducky
Fresh
was
was it Fresh International? He was what?
it might have been there. Who was Do with? Do was with somebody too.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, I just know those are the only ones that was with Sounds.
Hmm. Now there was a
Ducky was
couple of
with them.
sounds.
Huh?
There was a couple of sounds.
Yeah, it was a couple. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know Earth was one of them.
I think it was Earth and Soul
Apache?
Supreme. I
Was
think
it Apache? Apache? I'm saying the name right? Apache?
Apache. Mm-mm.
No, that's not. That don't sound right
You
then.
talking about Addies?
Addies. King
Mm.
Addies.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Shit, I remember. Yeah,
King Addies.
when Orville's used to be in the corner over there, across the street from the library,
Mm.
and they had that block shut down. And I don't know who was playing. Was it Earth Ruler or Soul Supreme? One of them was playing, and that Shabba tune came on. I'll up all of your gun, them. Keep it shine on, Chris. Yo, I'm not gonna name the person who pulled it out and shot it, but all you saw was a big silver beast mode, bang, 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 and yo, it was crazy. It was absolutely bananas when that song came on and the bass line on that song. Oh my gosh, Shaba, Shine and Chris, boy, what? That was a tune.
But how much you think they paid for that dub, yo?
Um,
But I heard it was getting, but everybody got
back in them
dub records.
days,
Everybody got
back in them
dub.
days, it wasn't as it is now.
Okay,
Yeah, but still, it's still some coins
but you,
because
but
you
you had
wasn't
a,
working as much.
but you had, if you had a Shabba dub, that was exclusive.
Mhm. Yeah, of course.
Because that means you had to really go and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had to go.
But you got top three: what, Shaba, Supercat, and Buju. And when you're affiliated with a sound, and the sound got ways of getting money, if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
boom, and then they get that.
So let me ask you this: if Shabba was with Earth Ruler, he couldn't do another one for nobody else.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay,
It wasn't politics like that.
okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was politics like that. It was like, I have more than that, or that song gravitated, that artist gravitated more to that sound,
Mm.
depending on who they know and everything. So, and then you take your walk to Biltmore Ballroom. Forget about it. Biltmore Ballroom on Church and Flatbush. Oh, come on, man. Great clashes.
See, I wasn't into the clashes like y'all. I had to hear it on the tapes.
Yeah, on the cassettes.
Yes, on the cassettes. I had to hear it on
Mhm.
the cassettes.
Brian Moore, yeah, man, Brian Moore, the original Magic Johnson, yes, sir,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yes, sir. I forgot about Brian, man.
Scott, you got the history, Scott.
Yeah, Brian Moore was the original. Yo, for real, he was the original Magic Johnson. Hmm.
It's crazy.
Oh, you was there, Dave, for that. It was Earth Ruler. Okay, you was there. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
you actually showed up to something, huh, Dave?
gunshots for real, bro. Man,
Yo, that I can imagine what that moment was like, bro.
yo.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that should sound like some. I just remember Labor Day weekend.
Mm.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that was a different. That was on the trucks and outside, man. That was a whole different game, man. But sound system, man, when you hear like a foundation sound system with
Mhm,
double scoops and horns and mids and bullets and yo, just the sound itself, and then when you have crown amps pushing them,
mhm, mhm.
bro, it's ridiculous.
See, you speaking DJ music. I don't know shit you talking about Crown Out pushing
Yeah,
buttons. I don't
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. It's whew.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's switch segments. Dunker's Delight. And Dave, Super Dave, y'all comment, or anybody want to comment on this? What was the best dunk you've seen in Dunker's Delight?
Best dunk. Man, gotta be Junie joint. Gotta be Junie joint when he took his shirt off and the game was over.
You don't think it was one of them, the Tone Springer joint?
It could be that too, but I was there for Junie's joint, so I don't know.
I was there for Junie.
Junie
Look,
joint was
Dave said
crazy.
Junie.
It
Junie
was
said Junie.
Junie joint was crazy, bro. It was, and then when he did that, was it a 360? He did a 362. Junie shit was crazy. I gotta give him that. Shit. And I remember when we was playing against Nike, one of them, and me, Biz, and Junie was in the middle. Well, me, Biz, and Junie was when in the middle of the court. We was talking before the game start, and me and Biz was like, "Yo, Junie, take it easy on us." Like, "Nah, man, let's play ball. You're my man, man. We good, we good, we good." So of course, one play comes down, I had to hold Junie. You know what they call?
7.
Or seven. Clear out. Boom. Huh. Junie laid it up hot on me. So now, boom, Junie get the rebound on a break. And I'm the only one hustling back. Yo, everybody in the crowd is like, oh, here it go. Here it go. And Junie rose. And I was underneath. And Junie just whipped it down and finger rolled it. And he came down, he tapped me on my ass. Come on, Tree, man. You my man. Then he was boom, he ran back. I'm like, oh shit.
That's fun.
Everybody's like, yo, no, he didn't. Man, that'd have been a highlight like a motherfucker.
And that's Junie. And that's Junie.
Hmm.
I confirm that is Junie. He will not embarrass his homies. But if it was a motherfucker who was talking crazy, oh, you gonna get it. But if you were the homie, I
Yeah,
co-sign. That's Junie. Yes,
bro.
Junie. Every day.
Rise was there, and he just went over the rim and finger rolled it and came down. And was like, yeah. I was like, woof. That'd have been something to talk about for my whole entire life. You know it.
I already know.
You already know, man. But yo, those are some classic games, man. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah.
When Raphael came in town,
Mm-hmm.
forget about it.
Flatbush.
Yeah,
Shout out to Rafi.
Bush,
Shout out to my boy Raf.
Mr. Edwards, big shouts.
Doing his things over there in Africa. Shout out to him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The original, was it Kings of Kings or
Yes, sir. No. He was with
King of the Court?
yeah, yeah,
King of the Court, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And speaking of that, wasn't it Junior Mike that was in the finals? Or no?
That was not the first one. I played in the first one.
Mm,
The first one was on the Intrepid.
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
I think Mike Campbell got the first one, and Junie got the second one. But I'll call to confirm.
You're gonna call it confirmed?
I'll just
Yeah, I wish. Yo, he probably has footage. Who
I'll just
knows?
send a text. I'll send a text to Junie.
He probably has footage. He probably just making a documentary of it maybe one day.
Not Junie. Junie ain't got
No,
time
I'm
to.
talking about Ralph.
Oh, Raphael, yeah.
Yeah, he probably has a whole footage of that King of the Court and stuff and all of that. Even Mike ran with the best of them too, man. Can name a whole lot, man. If we
It was
go down
called
the
the
list.
Battleground
Battlegrounds.
because I remember because the first year they did it, Charles Jones, a lot of dudes went to college, so they couldn't
Mm,
play in it. So a lot of dudes had to back out.
mm.
So I know I was the one pick, which I don't know how the fuck that happened. And I got 16. I got somebody named Beasley. No, McPherson.
Mm.
McPherson. And it was a good game. I mean, I lost, but I mean, dudes. It was just nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about his
Right.
size.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do. And a lot of people was rooting for me to win. I could have won, but and when I say could have, if I'd have had better size, I probably would have. But
Mm.
but that was on the Intrepid. That's when they were stealing all the sneakers. As a matter of fact,
Because
Biz
it was
drove.
sponsored.
As a matter of fact, Biz drove. Matter of fact, we had a bus.
Mm.
We kicked all the Queens dudes off the Brooklyn bus and made them motherfuckers ride on a separate bus so Brooklyn can have its own bus. That's a fact. We all went to the Nike office. The dudes was like, "What bus you're getting on?"
Mm.
So we got on the bus. They was driving us to the Intrepid. All the Queens do, yo, y'all gotta get off the bus, bro. Biz was like, yeah, get off the bus. Yo, they made them dudes take a separate bus. That's a fact. They had their own bus. All of the
Mm.
Brooklyn
Mm. Mm.
dudes. That's a fact.
Mm. Yeah, it was in the Intrepid, and then it was in a cage the second time, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, well, they built they built it on the Intrepid.
Oh, they built the cage in the Intrepid.
They built a cage on the Intrepid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I didn't play the second year. I think
You
Mike won the first year. I think Junie won it the second year. And then they took it to a different level after that. But I know Junie won of King of New
from New
York.
York?
He
King of
won
New
New
York.
York. And then he told me this story and we talked about it. He played
Yeah,
against
it's on your footage, I think, right?
yeah, and we
It's
talked
all
about the dude in Paris.
yeah.
And he said it was so cold out, they was icing me.
Mm.
He said, but I could have had that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know how Junie is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was some real shit. He'll reply to me soon when he pick it up.
You ain't lying, Scotty. Same height, same weight forever. Bi half man, half amazed.
So like we
What we?
we eat good too.
Hmm.
That motherfucker's the same motherfucking weight.
Same height, same weight.
No exaggeration. Still giving out buckets. Shout out to you,
Still,
BRZ.
still talking smash.
Yo, Dave, since you doing your softball thing, maybe I can get all you Parks Department dudes to play against my peoples from Texas. What you talking about? You want to smoke? I'm just saying, I see you out there playing first base and all that. What's up? Y'all want to smoke?
Hmm.
We'll come to y'all, Central Park, wherever you want to. We'll come. Yankee Stadium, we want to play at.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you calling big? Calling
Because I
big?
know he'd be at the game. He said,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
He
get
said,
it.
let's get it.
Mhm.
Oh, man, that was another tournament. Midnight tournament.
Oh,
That was another classic tournament.
just to get people off the streets. It was good. It was nice though.
It was nice. First year, we lost. Second year, Howie picked the whole Midnight Express team,
Mm-hmm.
and we lost to go to the championship to go. Damn, this nigga hit it out. We lost to go to the championship to go. They played at Riverside Park,
Riverside Park, Bronx.
Riverside State Park. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
yeah,
Because I think it was Brooklyn against Bronx.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, they did it in two locations.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I remember going out of Riverhead to play ball too out there. Remember? Yeah, we played ball out there too. I think Howie took us out there, or was it Mariner?
It was Mariner.
Mariner. Yeah, B took us out to Riverhead to
Yeah, it
play
wasn't
ball.
Howie.
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
always
it was
win.
it was it was Mariner who took us out.
Yeah. Well, we only went there a couple of times though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's good times, man.
You can't change what we are, baby.
Not at all, brother. Cannot.
I know you got a question for me. I asked you a question.
What question?
I said I asked you a question. I know you got something for me.
This ain't an interview, bro.
It's not an interview, but we're talking.
What are we talking? Yeah.
I got thousands of questions for you, but I'm
Oh,
just,
I
just
know.
it's just talking.
I
We
know.
just conversating.
I know. OKC, Indiana. What's going
Yeah, I'm not talking about the basketball.
on?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma by 5.
By five? Putting that bet
Bags,
on
bags,
FanDuel?
bags is still out in Jacksonville.
Yeah, you chilling.
Yeah, me and Bags, we talk every once in a while. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Not as much as we probably should, but you know, it's always good for us brothers to still check in when we check in.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Just a little shot. What up with you? Everything good? Bomb. That's it.
Yeah, just a
Say hello.
check in, just a check
Yeah.
in. You
That,
know,
that's why, on Facebook, I mean, I'm not there all the time, but
Mm.
when I do that mental check shit, I'll be like, yo, mental check, how everybody doing? Boom, check. See what's going on, how everybody doing. That's it. Just knowing everything is good. That's all.
always good to check in, man, just to say what's up.
Shit. Always.
That's why I need all my LP family, my Midnight Express family, August 9th, St. John's Park, 12 p.m. 50th birthday barbecue. I need all my peoples in the building, man. And all my people's in the building. If you can't show up, send a text, say what's up, shoot up the flag, whatever we need to do, the LP flag, whatever we need to do. But it'd be good to see my LP family. That's being real. That's just being
Mhm.
real.
I would feel knowing that you're turning 50, brother.
It's just a number.
That's what I said when I got there too.
You know, to make it to 50 will be an accomplishment. Um, especially when somebody told you you'd be dead by 18.
Damn. Mm-hmm.
When somebody tell you that,
Mm-hmm.
and then for you to actually make it, so anything after 18 is a blessing to me. But to make the half century, to make it, to wake up knowing, yo, I'm 50 today.
Mm. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And you bringing it in your hood.
I'm gonna be home.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be with my brothers, my
Mm-hmm.
sisters. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be home.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat it.
Yes,
You
sir.
cannot beat it. There's not a drink. There's not anything you can express that's going to be a greater feeling to see the same people I grew up with when I was a kid, to still see them or hear from them,
Mm-hmm.
but in the physical, to be there to be like, yo, we here. You can't beat that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing in the world that can take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's just a number. You know, I know when I do turn 50, I actually would be in Texas, but because my son's birthday is on the 14th.
Right.
So I always make it a promise to be there for him.
Right.
He'll be
Got to.
16.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure I'm home. Whatever he wants to do, because I asked him, I said, what you want to do? He said, I don't really care, Dad. Okay. It's your decision. But to actually be able to do that in my home city,
So we talking Saturday, right?
yeah, Saturday. Definitely Saturday.
Okay. So
Because
so Friday is a shootout.
St. John's shootout, me and Dave, yeah, shootout, no doubt. Gun cock and loaded. What's that Shabba George you said?
Shining Chris. I love all of the Gundam. Bop, bop, bop. Keep them shining, Chris.
Dave, you ready? Matter of fact, I'm coming out to that song, Dave.
You coming out to that song?
I'm coming out to that song, Dave.
uh,
Well, maybe tell Tree to go in the back and play that right now. And the next day. Oh, shit. That's the only thing I hate about the Facebook too. I appreciate the platform they give us, but I hate the fact that you can't play no music on here, man. Like
yeah.
they cut your shit like it was newspaper, boy.
Yeah, that's why I go on Twitch. You know what I
But
mean?
here's the thing though,
I
when you
stay
be
on
on
Twitch.
Twitch, it still shows on Facebook, and I hear the music.
Yeah, that's if you're still doing it like that. When I be on Twitch, and with Twitch, it lets you play everything like through your whole program, but you can't like you can't what I say, you can't push out there to play because it's gonna be muted. But if you're seeing it live, you're not gonna be interrupted. That's the thing.
Mm.
But with Facebook, if me and you talking and there's music in the background and it catch the algorithm, it will stop your whole Facebook. It will cut you. But with Twitch, it's just a continuous thing.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is, man. It's all about copyrights. So
So you
whatever,
play,
man.
play,
And then you got your what do you call it? TikToks, which
so
is the
you
next
play
thing.
instrumental.
You play whatever you want to play. That's why I tell you sometimes gravitate to that Twitch life, man, and just see what it is.
I
But
don't know how to do no Twitch.
most of your audience is on Facebook.
Don't. Not about 85% of them old ass people that's on here is on. Shout out to
Yeah,
my OGs, but
because
they
you're about to
they
be one of
on
them.
Facebook.
Because you're about to be one of them.
Yeah, let me
uh,
tell you. Let me tell you what's bad about. That's not bad, but it's a good thing. One of the dudes I work with, he's about 23. Well, he's about to be 23. He said,
mm,
"Yo, what's up, Unc?" I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He said, "Unc." Or when I play softball, I get a lot of the old younger guys. Yo, OG, what's up, OG? You know, and I'm like, damn, that's
mm.
where I'm at now.
So you are, bro.
Cheese and bread.
You the real OG in this month.
I guess. I guess. See, we got my man Zoe in here. We got my man Lorenzo in here. We talking about Howie. Not that Zoe.
Mm.
Should call Howie. Fuck with Howie. Howie probably on the beach somewhere. Don't talk about that born ready shit, and then when I get up there, your ass ain't nowhere to be found.
You gonna, you gonna come up with an excuse.
He will. My knees hurt. I'm high. Oh, some shit.
Ah, man. Dave will shoot a ball sitting down in the bleachers while smoking a spliff. I got a 40 in one hand. Right, Dave?
He won't do that now.
He will do that now.
Yeah, that's true. He needs to get his flowers. We talking about it. We need to do something for Howie.
The
Like we
senior
need to do something for
discount.
Howie.
Senior discount for August.
I'm bringing my AARP. Yo, it's funny you say that because my aunt said, "Oh, you turned 50, we can change your insurance." What?
Mm-hmm. Renzo Lamas. What up? Yeah. That game in saw you?
I'm not watching a Yankee game. You know I'm baseball, bro. I ain't messing with that shit. Let me see.
Mm,
OKC up 10, 12 to 10.
okay, early. Man, if Indiana sneak a next one tonight, it's gonna be some shit. Ain't nobody seen that was coming.
Yeah, I know, bro. He said 50 is a blessing. Yeah.
AKA Frozy Bear. Yo, Dave, leave
Oh shit! Don't come out with the nicknames, bro.
leave Mr. Lawrence alone, brother.
Tree, we need to get down to the ATL.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
We need to go hit up Dwayne. We got a lot of family out there. A lot of family.
Yeah, you know we got a lot of family out there.
Oh yeah.
We got let me see. There's a bunch of people out there.
Got Kali Mo.
We got one,
Uh,
two, three,
General.
4, 5,
Mhm,
6.
mhm,
I know about 6.
mhm. Got a lot of family out there.
Yo, gotta do say the word, brother.
I know.
Say the word. Let me see what's up.
Levi. Levi's in right here in Dallas with me. Hold on.
Mm.
Let me hold on. Let me show you how close Levi is. Watch, the phone ain't gonna ring too much for him. You know what I mean? That's just. Phone ain't gonna ring too much. Hey, Keith. What up? What's goody? Shit. Just walked in the house, put the game on. Oh, okay. Y'all on live with Tree, Scotty, and everybody. Oh, y'all on live right now? Yeah. Jump in. All right. I told you. That's my boy there.
Yeah, you know, he came up under us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my dude, you know.
Jerry Ice,
So
Jerry Ice and them, they live where in ATL?
I didn't know Jerry Ice leaving NTL.
No, I'm
Charlie
trying to figure
O.
out. And Charlie O. Where at, Lawrence? Yeah, my shit need
You
need
heard
be
Levi.
charged.
Levi was on the connect. You know, he about to tune in. He was on the connect. Oh, this motherfucker hit a home run. You
See my Glenn in the back there? Yes,
Oh, you got that one? You moved to the DJ booth?
what's in your cup, man? I refill a little bit, you know what I mean?
Oh, but this is the one time you refill.
What's in your
Oh,
cup
I don't.
Sundays? We having discussions and drinking. What up? It's gonna
Hold
be a
up.
little bit though, man. Not too much.
Let me go get some. Go get some more. Hold on. Let me get some more.
It's gonna be a lot, man. Yes, life stories and all, man. It's good. Was goody. Let me see. Let me see. Let's join that.
What's in your cup? What's in your cup Sundays?
In the cup.
Levi tuned in. My brother. It's my brother tuned in.
Gotta see what they saying. Oh, come on, man.
Shut up, Dave. Talking about I'm falling and can't get up. See him? What happened, G? Where you gone?
No, I'm good.
Mm. Dave,
What's
really,
in your
Dave? Really? What's in your cup?
Levi? What up, brother? What's in your cup Sundays discussion?
What's in your cup Sundays? All you dudes out there, don't steal our shit. What's in your cup Sundays? Don't steal our shit.
Levi talking about.
Dave, how Q do this weekend? I know he plays in a
Jerry.
basketball tournament. That's what I was asking.
Is that Jerry from Prospect, not Empire?
He from Prospect Empire.
Oh, you mean Jerry? Okay, you talk that Jerry. All right, I got you.
What are you talking about? Jerry from Empire?
Yeah, Jerry Ice.
ECU. Oh, yeah, I was off? Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, you about to DJ? What you doing?
I ain't about to know DJ, man.
Uh,
I just moved to charge up my phone because it's about to die. You know what I mean?
yeah, man, I'm moving trying my phone too. Yeah,
So my brother, let me know what's your influence on baseball, man? Who influenced you to do that route?
that's a very good question.
Yeah, gotta get into that. I ain't know who or what. Or what is one of the old heads around your way? Was it a player?
You know, it wasn't none of the above. It was my grandfather. My grandfather
Oh.
was my grandfather was a Mets fan, and he loved Dow Strawberry and Dwight Gooden.
Mm.
So I was sitting and watching baseball with him, and that was one of the reasons what made me get into baseball. I knew he loved baseball. He didn't care too much about basketball or football. He loved baseball, and he always
Mm.
talked about those two guys. So that's what made me get into baseball. You know, um, my grandfather, and then what made it even easier. Talking about basketball,
Mhm.
football. I was with my mom's out in Greenpoint, and they had like a camp with PAL, of course, and I was with her for the summer. So we took one of those summer trips to parade grounds. And when we went there, they did something with MLB. And people didn't notice at the time, MLB was always heavy in the community back then, like really heavy.
Okay.
When we did that, Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson, trying to think of some other, a lot of older players that were like Hall of Famers right now that was at this particular camp that I went to. And I happened to do well at this camp. And I remember Ricky Henderson saying, "Hey, you're going to be something special one day," and that kept me going.
Mm.
That kept me going. That kept me being motivated, and that's something that I stayed true to. So it wasn't my neighborhood. It was my grandfather.
Okay. Okay. And your
But that
grandfather
was
played, or he just liked baseball?
no. He never played. He never played any sports. My grandfather never played any sports. My grandfather never played anything. Um, I did hear stories about people in my family playing sports, but I think out of all the athletes, I think I was the very first person to play sports actively
Okay.
in my family. And I think I was the only person that finished college, besides my aunt that finished. So, but yeah, my grandfather was the one who turned me on to baseball. It was him. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that is what's up.
Basketball was easy. That was fourth grade, uh, between fourth and fifth. Jimmy U playing at 161 PS 161 on Crown between New York and Nostrand.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was where I first started playing basketball in the fourth grade. Yep.
One
Because
sixty one up the hill. Oh,
yeah, up the hill.
Crown.
Yeah.
On Crown.
Because I lived on Montgomery, so I lived so give everybody the circumference of that. I lived on Montgomery between Rogers and Nostrand. Levi at the time lived on Rogers between Sullivan and Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my area from sports moved from let's just say Sullivan going all the way up to President and Union. That's where it stopped. Because a lot of the guys that I played with lived on the Rogers side, lived on the Nostrand side, and we played baseball. Even some lived on the New York side. Shout out to my boy Tony Mata, who lived on New York and Eastern Parkway. So all my homies lived on that side of playing baseball. That's what our baseball team was. Cito came the longest because Cito came from Ebbets side.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his family, he had a whole crew of his family that played with us too. That was our OGs. Um, that was really, I mean, fucking monsters. And that's why I'm trying to get Cito for an interview too. That's going to be a good story too. But all his family, Archie, I got to get Archie for an interview. Um,
Mr. Winters.
yeah, so we played all in that area, man. It was tough. It was tough, bro. Like that's no exaggeration. Like it was tough. Like that's how my area grew. Anything below Sullivan was all
Was it
basketball.
basketball? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, that's why I was
Everything
telling
below
you.
Sullivan.
If you had more people that you gravitated towards in that baseball aspect, you'd have gone further with it.
Hmm.
But that basketball got you gravitated more.
Yeah, and I think Cito was older, you know, so um, Cito was on a different level.
Hmm.
And then the guys that I was playing with, not saying that they wasn't. Deshaun, I mean, Deshaun played with Ice
Yeah.
T.
No, Deshaun. Yeah.
My boy, my boy. Shout out to D. Uh, Me and him was real close. We still are. We talk on Facebook, on Instagram and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But he was the next closest thing to make it out, to make it all to these minor league camps. Besides myself, that I know of. Um, Shout out to my boy Don. He did it too. Played baseball with us. Jose, Tito. Those are my guys. So we all played ball together. But I'll tell this story to people. At 13, I got an offer from the Dodgers at that particular moment. At 13, I got an offer from the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I was a catcher at the time. And I wish I still had the paperwork, but I got an offer from them at 13.
Hmm. Wow. And so
We was
what
playing.
happened with the follow through to that? What happened?
again, as you always say, guidance. Um, no, no mom, no dad. My
Hmm.
grandmother and grandfather did it all. You know, my coaches. Shout out to Anthony because I would have never got noticed if it wasn't for Anthony Tripodi. He gave
Hmm.
me that. He gave me that shot to play at Bergen Beach. So it was a different ball game, and not knowing that I was filling out the paperwork, but not knowing that I had to follow up on the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure things was taken care of. You know, um,
And that's what a lot of us was missing back then, man. That guidance, we didn't
yeah,
have it.
it was guidance. You know, we got parents that didn't. They knew about working and surviving and taking care of the home, making sure
Absolutely.
the rent was paid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
they
Making
had
sure all of that,
relationships.
and then you had to make sure you know what you doing on the outside. We.
Right. You know, your
Hmm.
job was to take care of school and these chores. You
Hmm.
know, that wasn't your job to be going out there running around hitting a ball and running up. And they didn't care about
Yeah.
that shit. You took care of
That was.
school. That was a
Yeah. That
priority.
wasn't their.
You
That
know what I'm
wasn't their
saying?
world.
Like let's keep it
Hmm.
real. Like any Caribbean family, any fam back then, what
Yeah.
man? Look, you doing what? Don't give a damn about them
Hmm.
ball. You know. I still remember the day my grandfather came to watch me play for the very first time. I had a home run, a single, a double, stole two bases. At the end of the game, he said, "Yo, you ain't do nothing.
Right.
You ain't do nothing. Come on, let's go home." And this is the first man who taught me how to sit at a restaurant and order from a menu.
Right.
You know, and that's being real. So that's why I said I got so much detailed stories to say. It's just crazy. I can tell you even a story that's even better than that people don't even know.
Hmm.
At 18, my baseball coach got me a because if everybody don't remember, the Florida Marlins and oh he said Mike Campbell. He said Mike Campbell. Yeah, Junie just told me Mike Campbell. Um, at 18, my coach got me a opportunity to go try out for the Florida Marlins at 18. There was an expansion team at that time. They was just coming into the league, and they asked if I wanted to. He asked me, he said, "Hey, I got your tryout. You need to go." He said, "I can't go with you because I got stuff going on with my family, but you need to go." Now you telling me an 18-year-old to fly on a damn plane? Yeah, negative.
Especially the way
So
we was. We didn't know nothing about that. Yeah.
right. So I didn't take that trip, ruined my opportunity. And to this day, he'll tell you, I'm still mad at you for not taking that because I knew you would have been a major league player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's very much a true story. Pay for the
Yeah.
flight, pay for the hotel, pay for everything. All I had to do was get on the plane and get there, but I had nobody with me.
So you coughed that up with what? With why didn't you make that move?
I didn't make
You
that
you,
move
you
because I
was
was
comfortable. You
scared.
wasn't comfortable. You didn't.
No, I was scared.
You were
I was
scared.
scared. Yeah, I was scared. I was scared to be alone. I didn't scared to not be with somebody. Scared not knowing what I was going to do.
Yeah. You had
Not
nobody
how
to
to
support
handle
support
everything.
with you. No supporting
Right.
cast. Nothing.
No support. I didn't know how to answer those questions.
Yeah.
You know, and
Hmm.
that's just being honest. You
Absolutely,
know,
bro.
I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Even when I played for the Harlem Wizards, made a lot of mistakes. You know,
Nah,
if I didn't know how to handle a contract,
trust me. A lot of us in our era made a lot of mistakes, man. We had
yeah,
no idea what it is with a pen and paper, with a contract, with going to these kind of interviews, going through these steps, you know, and all of that. We wasn't even taught the X and O's. We was just taught like, yo, you're good. You can be what you gotta be. We have an opportunity for you, but nobody showed us how to get to that opportunity
no, I
with
agree.
the paperwork and everything else. So
hmm it was crazy. Like that was crazy. That
yeah,
there's many
and
stories I got.
even the talking aspects of it. Like you, if you're in front of an adult or if you're in front of a company man, how to speak to them and delegate for yourself. We wasn't taught none of that shit, man.
No,
None, none.
no. It was no communication. I went to the Brooklyn
Not where we
Cyclones.
didn't. And on the other side of it, we didn't have nobody.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
you. I had
We-
now if it's this nigga just didn't give away another home run. This motherfucker here, we can fire this nigga. I'm watching a Yankee game. We just gave up a 3-run home run. Uh, it's the same exact thing. If I had guidance in baseball, it would have been easier for me than basketball.
Yep.
Basketball, I knew I could have confided in Howie or anybody else. But when it came to baseball, which was my sport, I
Hmm.
didn't have nobody to show me the ropes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like to help me get over that edge. And it was very tough. It was very tough. It wasn't easy. Now, shout out to A Train with the Harlem Wizards, who told me, the best thing about, being a part of them is just the easiest money you're gonna ever make. And he wasn't lying. Um, if you look at the Harlem Wizards, they still have my logo to this day. Um,
Right.
I was the first logo of the Harlem Wizards.
Yeah, that was at dunk or the layup.
The dunk. Yep.
The dunk, right? Yeah.
That shout out to Speedy because it was Speedy I jumped over in China. Shout out to
Mm.
Speedy. That's Speedy came up with that dunk. Speedy in one game, we was somewhere. I can't remember where we was at. He said, "Yo, Al, it'd be dope if you jump over me." I said, "What, Speedy? The fuck you mean jump over? Like what are you talking about?" He said, "I'm gonna bounce it and you're gonna jump over me." And when he did it, boom, and we did it every game. And then one day we did it in pictures because you take pictures every season. Speedy said, "Do it. Just do it." I said, "Speedy, I'm not jumping over you though." He said, "Dude, we just gonna act it." So he bounced it and I jumped, spread the legs, and that was the logo.
That was a logo.
I did that logo for $10,000, and they probably made more than that.
Probably with
But that's
branding of
why
the
I said,
shirts and all that other stuff.
no knowledge, no guidance,
Yeah.
no understanding of contracts back then.
Correct.
I don't know what I knew.
Hmm.
Could have still been getting residuals, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. And it's not if you knew what you knew, if you the guidance, man. If you knew,
I
if
can't hear you.
somebody knew. You know what I mean? You can hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can't hear me. Oh, mic
I
is
can't
on.
hear you.
You hearing me now? Settings.
I can't hear you.
You hearing me now?
I can't hear you.
What about now?
I can't hear you. I mean, I'm pretty sure people that's listening can hear you, but I can't.
Oh, you can't hear me. Anybody else can hear me on the live? Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, okay.
Anybody else
And
can hear
you
me on the live? Let me know. If you can hear me. Like I can't hear you. Like I don't know what happened to the volume.
so how come I can hear your background with me talking, but you can't hear me? Well, they say they can hear us both, but you
Now
can't hear
you
me though. I guess this is a good segue to you hear me?
free?
Bootleg, yeah, exactly, Dave.
Bootleg day. What are you talking about?
Well, this is a good segue to say, what's in your cup Sundays? Look forward to another one, man. You know what I mean? With A60 and your boy Tree. We're gonna do this more often. Where we just get conversations and sips, you know what I mean? Two cans. Two cans, Dave stupid, I swear, yo. You hear me now? You hear him, son? You hear hello, copy, hello, 1, 2.
Yo, 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 yo. Can't hear you, brother.
You hear me?
Can't hear you,
You hear
brother.
me? Guess no.
You're gonna it's you. You're gonna have to go out, man. You got that bootleg phone.
It's you, man. It's me, it's you. Yeah.
It ain't me. I hear I,
Can you hear me now?
yo.
So
Well, I can't hear you though.
yeah, so it's you, it's not me. He said turn up your hearing aid. Yeah, so it's you, it's not me.
No, I can't. I can hear you on my phone, but I can't hear you. I'm telling you, Dave. I promise you, Dave. I can hear you on my phone, but I can't hear you. Dave, I promise you, you're gonna get that smoke, boy. I'm telling you, Dave. I promise you, Dave.
All right, yo. I was saying, so since it's then, let's go into the segue of yo. We out of here, but yo, what's in your cup Sundays? We'll be doing more.
Okay. What's in your cup Sundays? We'll be doing more. What's in your cup Sundays? We'll be back. Stay
Yes, right.
tuned.
Conversation and sips. That's what we're gonna be doing.
What's in your cup Sundays? We'll be back. Conversation and sips.
And I'm gonna leave it with this. I'm gonna leave with this. Let's see what I gotta say. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna leave with this. I'm gonna leave with this.
Traditional system. Yeah.
Original.
Ten states of you never know. I long for the gun. We've been shining on Chris. Look up and shine. Nothing coming on your foot. It's a point on. Only the time them get it. Lord, show the killer. We don't show them.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Everybody have a good night. We'll see y'all on another episode.
What's up, buddy? Mhm. Mhm.